Apple stuffed cookie, fresh
Said
from
what now?
Canada.
I said, how the baby?
What baby?
Little baby.
Baby, nigga.
Oh, the baby. I thought you was making a joke. Oh, the baby's fine, man. But we're live. On what it
man,
is
we're
radio.
back.
Jay
Are we
Burns,
back?
Cloud Chaser, Blogger,
Yes.
Flogger.
Yes.
With our special guest, P-Town.
Congratulations. You got a
What's good?
congratulations in order?
Congratulations to us for getting them technical difficulties worked out, man. That shit
Ooh,
was
man.
horrible, man.
Never fun.
Nice.
Let's get these viewers back, man. God damn, that shit was nerve wracking.
Yeah, it was. I think we was. I think the technical difficulties really throwing us off our game. You know what I mean? Our focus was supposed to be on this 20-17 Rams win.
Yes,
It's a big deal. You know what I mean? You got Stafford, OBJ had a big game. Cooper Kupp. You know, they took it in the second half. And shouts to P-Town, who once again called the correct final score 20-17. You know what I mean?
Hey,
That's right.
Yep. So how you feel about that game, Slap?
I didn't watch it.
Not
You know,
even one play?
I don't really fuck with football, man, because when I was young, I wanted to play other sports, man, and the coaches would like just shit on me, like, nah, you need to go play football. You know what I'm saying? I was what they called back then husky.
Husky. So you were a linebacker, and you were a linebacker talent.
I wasn't that big, but I just had wide shoulders and shit, man. They wanted me to play football, and I just fuck football. So no, I didn't watch the game, but y'all did. So what did y'all think?
Hey,
I remember.
was
I
your
remember
shoulders
you was
wider
just
than
busting,
P-Town's
nigga.
nose?
Is my shoulders wider than P-Town's nose? Oh shit! Yeah, who's gonna have one of them shows tonight?
Oh, shit.
man.
Who cracking jokes tonight, nigga?
I see you got that Planters peanut head covered up, ass nigga.
Uh-oh.
Can y'all all hear each other?
Uh-oh.
Nah, I can't hear shit burns.
Oh, he can't.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
P-Town can only hear me.
Oh,
So look here.
no,
Cloud
that's
Chaser
right.
said he sees you got
Ah.
that Planter's peanut head covered up, and he asked me if my shoulders is as wide as your nose. I'll be the mediator here. Go ahead.
I'm looking straight at this nigga right now.
This nigga zoomed in.
Nice.
Oh man, well read his lips.
Nah, I
It's a-
can't, nigga. You gotta turn the motherfucking lights off with them assy ass lips, nigga.
Oh, now can you hear him?
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
all right. Well, back to the game, man. Back to the game, man. Can we get a recap, Burns? Man, you do. I'm gonna tell you, man. You do such a good motherfucking job on the sports, man. You like what was that motherfucker?
It's like it was a former sports editor.
You're like a young Kevin Calabro.
Like young Kevin Calabro. You know what? I'll take that. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'll take that. I'll just say this is that it was a tight game going into halftime. It was kind of boring, defensive slugfest. But, in the second half, the Niners came out, took a 17-7 lead. It looked like they was going to maybe pull it out, but the Rams charged back. There was a key play, though, in this game where a Niners safety dropped a short interception. And then after that, the Rams ended up getting right down the field, tied the game. And then the Niners just looked like shit. It's too bad because Jimmy Garoppolo just really can't seem to get it done. You know what I mean? But, the Niners couldn't pull it off in the end. The Rams got the field goal, went up 20-17. And then good old Garoppolo threw a pretty horrible-ass interception to seal it up. But, man, the Rams is staying home for the Super Bowl, man. They're going to host a Super Bowl, which if you didn't know this, because I know you're not the biggest football fan, Slap, but this will be 2 years in a row that an NFC team is going to be having a home game Super Bowl. Last year, the Buccaneers played in their home stadium against the Chiefs.
And they won.
So now the Rams are going to do it against the Bengals.
I got the
Can I get an
Bengals.
amen?
Was that, Blogger?
Say, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Nice.
Well, it brings up a lot of good questions. The first
What's
one,
that?
and I want to get P-Town's thoughts on this too, so if you can moderate.
Hey,
should
hold
the
on.
Super Bowl
Okay, go ahead.
Should the Super Bowl
Yes.
be on a Saturday instead of a Sunday?
P-Town. Burns wants to know, should the Super Bowl be on a Saturday instead of Sunday?
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
P-Town said hell motherfucking yeah.
No, yeah, I could hear P-Town.
Oh,
What do you
can
think,
hear
Clout? Do you think it'd be tighter if
Oh,
it was on a
okay.
Saturday?
What's the difference?
It's currently on a Sunday. Does
No,
the
I'm
day of the
saying
week matter?
what's different from just the day ahead of.
I mean, okay, think about it. If the Super Bowl was on a Saturday,
Yeah.
it would be a Saturday.
Can
You
you
know
hear
what I
me?
mean? Everybody's off. It's the middle of the
Yeah.
weekend. You know, Sunday, technically the next day, it's a work day. So, I mean, that does kind of affect the way people do it. But the game comes on at 3:30. I get that. But that could impact what time the game came on, too. I mean, if you think about it,
I
if the
mean,
game was on a Saturday.
As it
People
is,
got
yeah,
shit
it's
to
but
do on
always
Saturday.
if it's on
on a
if it's
Sunday,
on a
right?
Saturday, and it's in a big city, to a certain extent, you kind of making it worse because then you got more partying. Motherfucker, get the fuck up out the city, nigga. You the party that Friday, Saturday, time to go back home. But if you do it that Saturday, it's more a little bit more dangerous and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's best.
True.
You know, of course, I would like it to be on a Saturday because, like we all done said, it's like another national holiday. Shit, I spend more
Yeah.
on Super Bowl on my meal just like I spend on my holiday meals.
Yeah,
So you
that's a good
know,
point.
I mean, if it was on a Saturday, what would you do on Sunday? Recover?
Yeah,
hell
hell
yeah,
yeah.
No.
be able
That'd
to
be the
go to
people's
work
Super
better.
Bowl would be Sunday.
The Super Bowl Saturday sound as good as Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, but at this point, that almost it was a gimmick in the beginning. You needed some kind of a catch, right? Like it was always on a Sunday. But now the NFL's so big, they don't risk. They could have the Super Bowl on a fucking Tuesday, and I guarantee you everybody can watch it.
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend
No.
is Super Bowl weekend.
I mean,
You don't leave.
but if you're a
I
real
would watch that
fan,
shit.
wouldn't you just take Monday off?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
He
do
I
it.
makes a
mean,
good
if
point.
That's how.
sure. But some people actually try to go to that shit, you know. So it does make it kind of complicated when you're
Yeah.
trying to go to the game, and then you got to fly back home and all that shit.
Those people that can afford to go to the Super Bowl and give a fuck about Monday or Tuesday.
I think having it on Sunday though,
That's a good point.
I think having it on Sunday, it's like Saturday. You can go kick it that day. You know what I mean? You can go kick it.
So all the Super Bowl pre-funk parties.
Yeah, all the parties and shit. Because if it was on Saturday, Friday, most motherfuckers got to work too. So
From a
Yeah,
financial
true.
standpoint, from a financial standpoint, if you're the city that's hosting it, you want to host it on the last day. That way, you can get everybody
get all the
partying
money
throughout the
Get
whole
more money.
weekend.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
ain't gonna
That's a
pay
good
and
point.
Sunday, they're ready for you to get the fuck out of there. Feel me? Like, get the fuck
So,
out.
I mean, I know everybody's not a huge NFL fan, but at this point, is it safe to say the Super Bowl is basically a holiday? Like, is it a worldwide holiday, a USA holiday?
Yeah,
It's the
U.S.
same thing as
holiday.
Columbus Day. It's all some
Definitely a
bullshit.
USA holiday.
yeah, it's pretty much a holiday at this point.
Definitely USA. You think that? So now
USA.
that we gotta wait because next week is the Pro Bowl. Do you give a shit about the 2 weeks, or do you wish that they would have the game right this next Sunday?
No, I don't give a fuck. Hey, shit, life's still gonna go on. Shit.
Now, does
It's gonna
anybody
be
watch
the
the Pro?
last game.
Does anybody watch the Pro Bowl? Like, is that a game that people even care about?
Probably the diehard fans.
Yeah,
They will.
Yeah, diehards, people that really like
I
that shit.
love the Pro Bowl.
You do, Blogger? What's your favorite memory of the Pro Bowl?
The pros.
the Pro.
Yeah,
The
just
pros.
seeing those pros. They're so professional.
Seeing them pros, huh?
Yeah,
the pros.
What kind of pros?
You get to see all the best talent play on one team. So you know the plays is crazy. It's just like the fucking NBA All-Star game. I mean, like it's all the best players.
All-Star
So-
Weekend is different though, man. It's like they got way
don't
more
think
shit
so.
going on. They got all types of
Hey,
shit.
but
man.
didn't but then also doesn't the NBA do it where the winner ends up getting home court advantage in the finals?
Yeah, but it's different compared to. Cause I remember even being out here when the Lakers was winning their championships. I mean, the city was nice, it was beautiful, but you know, to have a Super Bowl, that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend was even when we had All-Star Weekend out here, that shit was like epic.
Was it at the
So,
Staples Center?
Yeah.
Anything at the Staples Center is pretty lit though, man. Like That's just a
Yeah,
staple.
Plus, I
so,
mean,
you
if
know,
you
like
think
I
about
said,
it, man, All-Star Weekend has the dunk contest, the skills thing. They got the
You
that
know,
pro-am. They got the rookies
yeah,
game and the
yeah, the
second year,
skills
and then
challenge,
also
all
the
that shit
All-Star game itself. There ain't no defense, man. They're
at
letting cats
all.
go ballistic, man. I mean, it's an offensive display like no other,
Well, you know what else
which is
though?
pretty tight.
You know what else about the All-Star game? The All-Star weekend is like a whole holiday. Like you ever see that shit? Like
Oh,
when
hell
it comes to
Yes.
All-Star weekend, or you see all the girls on there, like Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. They all going to All-Star weekend. Like probably more than the Super Bowl, man. All-Star weekend is like a whole holiday.
well, you know
Actually,
what
it's
though?
a stripper
It might be
con.
different.
Yeah.
Probably more affordable.
You know what I learned though? You know what I learned when we had the PGA Tour come out here a couple years back, a few years back. That shit was pretty much the same way, man. Every
Oh, yeah.
every stripper I knew was excited than a motherfucker, man. That shit was like a
Yes.
stimulus check to them bitches, man. That shit was
Yes.
crazy, man. They went crazy because that was the first time we had the PGA here, and boy.
I mean, think about it. Them niggas make like 80 racks for coming in last.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
true.
got money, and they bring all
You know
them
what I'm saying?
old people.
They had them old hoes out there for the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that's when the old ones could get it in.
So the
And
old
the old
strippers was making a comeback
Escorts with bingo wings and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's hope for
down
everybody.
at the Thunderbirds.
It's
Take
hope
me down
for
to the
Them bitches
Thunderbirds.
Them old bitches had miles on their pussies. They had to get
Oh,
rebuilt
Lord.
transmissions for them motherfuckers.
He said mileage on the vagina.
I don't know. What do you guys think? But Super Bowl or All-Star Weekend? Most hoes.
Oh man,
Super Bowl.
that's a tough one though because the Super Bowl, man. I don't know, man. I just don't see a bigger juggernaut in the sports
No.
world right now than the NFL
World
right
Cup.
now.
I'm
So
saying for
Cup.
hoes. I ain't saying for sports purposes.
that's what I mean, though.
World
With all
Cup.
that money and all that everything. Oh, actually, yeah, the World Cup.
World
I mean,
Cup.
I don't
We
know
got
though.
That's
We got
different.
that coming
Though.
in like
If I don't know, man. I think that's a good question
World
because
Cup is
the
different. Though,
NBA All Star Weekend has all those events, so it's like
Mhm.
a whole weekend of shit. So you could go to one of any of them events. And the Super Bowl, though, the Super Bowl, I don't know, man. I mean,
I feel like
I
All-Star
think it's a
Weekend,
good
what it
tie.
is that they have more players. Like they have more people coming to All-Star Weekend. Like you know what I mean? Like as far as the athletes and shit, man. Like
True.
it's more stars at All-Star Weekend.
nah.
What do you think,
Because you
Cloud?
gotta think about it. Super Bowl, niggas have a halftime that you look forward to.
Yeah.
You don't look forward to fucking you don't remember the NBA All Star halftime show. You remember
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Not since
you got more
Meatloaf was
people-
the halftime show. Shit.
Yeah,
Meatloaf.
but you
Yeah,
got
but
more
like you
people
said,
that look,
Burns,
Hey, shout out to Meatloaf, man. R.I.P. man. Rest in peace to Meatloaf.
That wasn't a
Yeah,
good
but-
performance, by the way. That shit was embarrassing.
Meatloaf performed at the NBA All-Star game.
He did.
Yeah, man, like 10 years ago or something. It was
Who was the
hilarious.
commissioner
I
there?
remember
Was
that.
it Stern or Silver?
Man, I think it was still Stern.
Oh, that was a bad decision, bro.
Shit was a long time ago, man. That shit was the funniest shit. I'm telling you.
See, I'm a basketball fan. I do fuck football, but yeah,
I
damn,
thought
man.
Meatloaf did a good job.
Hey, but the Super Bowl halftime show's about to be the shit, man. You got
What's up with
Dre,
that
Snoop,
halftime
Kendrick.
show? Is
I almost
Eminem
feel like
going to do the
that'll-
halftime show?
Kendrick Lamar's
Dre.
going to be there.
Drake,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Trash.
Dre,
Snoop.
Kendrick, Snoop. I
Trash.
mean, what do you think? You think that they might be a bigger attractive,
Blogger, did you
a
just
bigger
say
attraction
trash?
than the game?
Trash.
Blogger said trash. Blogger is not a Kendrick fan at all.
No.
Really?
What?
No.
What?
Blogger, hey,
What?
No.
Why?
we can turn this into a whole
Mary J.
different
Blige
show.
also? Hey, Mary J. Blige also gonna be there.
She all right.
What?
She
So
aight.
you are
He
you?
said
So you're
she
a
aight.
bigger Mary J. Blige fan than you are a Kendrick Lamar fan?
Absolutely. Mary J. Blige got more fucking time in the
This
business.
nigga hung up. Hey, what about
Yes.
what about Nas, Blogger? What if Nas comes out with?
Yeah. How about that new album?
Ain't nobody checking for Nas, man. He trash too,
I knew
man.
he was gonna
Man,
say
come
that
on,
shit.
man. Why you steadily be knocking Nas, bro? He got
Man,
man.
I'm not knocking him, bro. I'm saying his previous work was alright, but his new shit is not that shit, bro.
the
I'd
King's
rather
disease
see-
shit. Hey, come on, man.
I'd rather see something different, man. Maybe like a Corday or
At
Who's
the
that?
Super Bowl halftime?
yeah.
So you're saying
Well,
So you wouldn't be-
P-Town, what do you think about that?
I don't know. Kendrick Lamar ain't made shit in how many years?
You diss Kendrick and P-Town left.
When's the last time? When is the last time Kendrick Lamar released an album? What year?
It don't matter.
It's been a couple years, man.
When did he drop a bad one?
I mean, shit. I mean, you look at the amount of work he's put out versus how many albums he's got out. I mean, he's an okay rapper, bro, but his work is not there.
He's an
Who would you put over? Who would you put over Kendrick? Let's go through this lineup. Who would you put over Kendrick?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Jadakiss for one.
Okay.
Jadakiss.
I'll give you Jada. He ain't performing at no Super Bowl. I'll tell you that much.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying. You said who would I put? Okay, I put what's that boy Cole? What's his name? J. Cole.
J. Cole.
About the same to me.
All right. Come on, everybody scratching their head. I mean, come on. I can name a ton of artists, man. Like fucking Kendrick Lamar.
Come on, man.
He's like in my bottom 100, bro.
But you just said Jadakiss was better than him, and most people would put Jadakiss in like their top 5. So, but then you said J. Cole, which other people would also put
but
in their top.
Genre, I mean, you want his generation or what? I'm going with his generation. Like, I mean,
you could go generational
or active, or still active, or still
okay.
Active.
But all I'm saying is this: is if you compare Kendrick to Jada and say Jada's better than Kendrick, then you got to say Kendrick is close, which would mean there's not 100 people that are doper than Kendrick.
He don't got to say that.
Here's what I'm saying.
For him.
Kendrick,
Kendrick
how about
is
the baby?
a good.
Yeah, Seven Spade said
Kendrick
the
is
baby.
a good rapper. Yeah, Kendrick is a good rapper.
I think the baby
He's a good artist
for the Super Bowl.
He's a good artist.
It's like Super Bowl type shit.
He doesn't stand out to me because he hasn't done anything in the last 3 years.
But he got like classic. He got shit. He has. So you got to think about the Super Bowl. When they pick artists for the Super Bowl, you got to have those stadium hits. You got to have that shit that you play in the stadium. Like Kendrick can come out. He got shit that's made for like playing at big ass events. You know what I mean? Like we gonna be all right or
okay.
This King Kunta.
Yeah, true.
Shit that motherfuckers sing. Like certain people make like anthems, you know what I mean? And he got anthems.
Fair enough.
That's why I said the baby would be good. She said Seven Spade said the baby. The baby probably got shit that.
That's true.
Okay, the baby. What about my man that I know he just went through that shit with the arena where all the people got
Travis Scott?
Yeah. So if we were to use the same
Travis Scott can't come to the Super Bowl, nigga.
Right, because of what happened.
He can't attend the Super Bowl right now.
But he has star power though. Like,
he would have been good if that shit didn't happen. I see the look on your face, P-Town. We getting there.
We're not saying Travis Scott's better than Kendrick.
I'm not saying that in no form or fashion.
And I'm sorry, man. Kendrick got some tight shit. Hey, Blogger, how many of Kendrick's albums have you listened to, Blogger? I feel like you haven't listened to his shit.
Dude, there's a dude at the waterfront I argue with every fucking time I go down there about these guys.
Man, Blogger got some different. What about Eminem?
Trash.
You think Eminem is okay? Thank you. You think Eminem would be a good motherfucker for the?
Fold him up and get him the fuck out of here.
His shit is boring to me. I couldn't imagine that shit playing.
Fold him up,
hyping up nothing.
He's not even amongst the best rappers anymore. He's not even in the top fucking 100.
I say technically he's one of the best, but I mean that's technically, man.
On what rating?
But I mean, technicals. That's not everything. You know what I mean?
Kendrick Lamar is better than Eminem.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, of course. P-Town, we can't hear you, man.
He is agreeing with me. I can hear him. He say you right, Blogger.
That's it. It's Snoop, Mary J. Blige, Dre.
What about Snoop,
Kendrick.
Blogger?
Snoop, because I'm gonna say Snoop is great because he's still active and he has a great body of work.
I knew you wasn't gonna diss Snoop. Yeah, I think Snoop is gonna be the best part of that.
Oh, damn! Eminem is actually performing there with him.
Eminem's performing. That's what I said.
Trash, bro.
That's gonna be the worst part of the shit, man. Snoop
turn that whole Super Bowl off, bro. Fuck that shit.
I can't imagine what Eminem would if they come out with that I Need a Doctor shit. Like if you look at that shit has so many fucking views and streams and shit. That song is garbage, man. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man,
people how long do you think this works? You think Kanye ever gonna get a Super Bowl halftime show?
Kanye?
Yeah.
He is a Super Bowl halftime show. Every time he perform, man. Kanye.
You don't think they'll give him one?
He is.
He has too much controversy with him, bro.
P-Town, I don't know what's going on, but we can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but it's not. It's something on your end because we could hear you before. Yeah, nah. I don't think that.
What about Drake?
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake?
Yeah, that's of course. Of course, man.
That's a gimme.
He's the biggest
He's better
nigga
than
out
Kendrick.
right now, man. Of course that.
He's better than Kendrick.
Drake is better than Kendrick. That's an argument.
What about Pusha? What about Pusha?
Pusha who?
Pusha T.
Trash. Pusha T trash.
Don't have time for him.
All right, man, you jumping in your backpack right now, bro.
So what about
Pusha T will
okay, actually
be a part
what
of
about
that
Pharrell? You think what about Pharrell? Pharrell should get a half.
Man, where are you finding these fuckers from, bro? Like, don't even mention
Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Where am I finding
Hold
Pharrell?
on, man, you tripping.
Where am I finding Pharrell?
Pharrell?
You tripping, man. Pharrell could do it.
Man, why the fuck not?
Pharrell could do it. Because all Pharrell has to do is bring out everybody that
he produced.
All he has to do is bring out the people he produced. That's it. Or the people that
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the songs that he's on. That's all he got to do.
What if, I mean, they're obviously they would never give half of these guys a show. The fact they're giving Dre this show is tight as fuck.
I can see Pharrell doing it because he's gonna bring Gwen Stefani. He's gonna bring Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying? Like Pharrell could do it.
What if he broke out the old school?
Okay, when you say bring out people he produced, then okay, then you got some
Teddy Riley era.
I'm thinking you talking about he's gonna fucking start rapping his songs and shit. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, no way.
I could see it
I'm not hearing.
because
No.
NERD, them niggas kind of got like they got enough, man. They could probably do it. I mean, you got to look at some of the motherfuckers that did it before them, like that's done it before. Like, who was it? Somebody had a terrible one, man.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, the Black Eyed Peas. If the
Trash.
Black Eyed Peas did it, then Pharrell could do it, man. That's crazy.
No,
Nerd can do it if Black Eyed Peas did it.
no.
And I like the Black Eyed Peas. Like they got a good live show.
Didn't Gnarls Barkley?
Gnarls Barkley did it?
No, so yeah, the Black Eyed Peas
They're
did it in
reaching.
2011.
Okay.
And that shit was trash.
Yeah, let's
see
get the
here.
list. Let's get the list.
Oh wow, hey, New Kids on the Block did the fucking Super
I
Bowl
mean, but
halftime
New
show.
Kids on the Block was hot as fish.
Hard.
Hey,
That shit was hard.
hard in 1991. It was hard.
Probably.
Hard.
Hey, in 2000, Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, Tony Braxton, and Tina Turner rocked it.
God damn.
Fire.
He said fire.
That's why.
Blazing.
What's some more? What's some other ones?
Hey, you had Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett, Teddy Pendergrass in 1995.
What about hip hop wise
shit.
though? Let's
Hip hop wise, yeah. Okay, let's
go for the hip hop one. Who's you talking about? Tony Bennett? Like who?
Well, we all know about the Nipgate one when Janet Jackson was on there. Apparently, in that one,
Fire.
it was Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, P. Diddy, Kid Rock, Jessica Simpson, and Nelly. And that shit was 18 fucking years ago.
Them titties was disappointing.
Fire.
Man.
Was they
You didn't like the
disappointing?
titties? Oh, you hating, bro. You hating on the
See, they
titties.
should have never put on the
nice
they should have
titties.
never put on the delay because of that, man. That shit was bullshit.
I say nice titties.
Okay. Boys to Men rocked it in 1998.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
What did they do? I wonder what song.
I don't know. That would kind of be weird, right? Because a bunch of love songs and shit. I don't know,
End
man.
of the road on bended knee. What the fuck?
It's so hard to say goodbye. Like, come on,
It's so
man.
hard to say.
Like, damn, it's halftime,
Yeah.
man. The game ain't even over yet. Come on, hold on.
All right, come on. Let's go keep the hip hop ones.
Fire.
Well, okay, Justin Timberlake did it in 2018, so
By
that's
himself?
recent.
But did he do Justin Timberlake like the Neptunes?
By himself.
He did the shit where he was like the man in the woods or whatever.
I think he did his later shit
He did his
where
later-
he
oh,
did
yeah,
like the
hell
Timberland stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? He did Rock Your Body, Cry Me a River, and Bringing Sexy Back.
Oh yeah.
And then, no, yeah. Yeah, so he did it by himself, though. Can't Stop the Feeling.
He did the good songs, not that new shit he came out with.
He did his good, he did his good
Okay.
songs.
Oh, we lost Motown.
Kind of in an oddball one, Stevie Wonder and Gloria Estefan rocked it in 1999. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
None of these guys are rappers, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
for what
we
it's
ain't
worth, though,
never
one of the
gonna-
better ones was when Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers rocked it in 2014.
Yeah,
that
I
shit was
fuck with
tight.
Bruno live, man. I fuck with Bruno live.
That shit was real
I
tight.
fuck with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Matter of fact,
For
they
real.
came back in 2016 and had Bruno Mars, Beyonce, and Coldplay was up on there.
Okay. No more
I don't
hip
know
hop.
about
So,
Beyonce.
so this is like a
Well,
big
we're
deal
still
that they
going
got
through it.
all
Nobody
rappers.
could take away. Hey, nobody could take away
Yeah.
the fact Michael Jackson done killed that shit in 1993 in the Super Bowl.
I ain't see that.
Fire. Fire.
Okay,
Heat.
Missy Elliott rocked it with
remember
Katy
that.
Perry in 2015.
I remember
Trash.
that. I remember that.
Trash.
And then, of course, in 2017, Lady Gaga had hers, where it was like all that Illuminati shit was happening. They was talking
that
about.
was
Remember?
the weird one. Yeah, that shit was hella weird.
Yeah.
Who played in that Super Bowl?
In 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the Seahawks.
Nah, that was
Nah,
the
that
Seahawks.
wasn't the Seahawks. 7 Space at Whitney Houston. Yeah, Whitney Houston did do it.
I want to say maybe that was the
So we've never had
Broncos
rappers.
Panthers.
We've never had like straight up all rap Super Bowl halftime show.
So this is history.
This is history then.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that what it is? Look, make sure you scroll through and make sure, man. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, because we
This is
had
a-
Beyonce's done it, Prince has done it, but that ain't pure hip hop.
Okay.
Let's just go over here.
Now,
Let
do
me
you
go
think
over
that
This is
Dr.
a
Dre
We
and
Radio
them would be
first.
able to do it without Eminem?
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
What about-
Are you kidding me, man?
about
I'm
my-
surprised
No.
he even
I'm
in
not
it.
saying physically. I'm saying corporately. Like, would they allow that to happen without the promise of Eminem performing as well?
And I mean,
Are
I
you
want
trying to
to
say- hold
say
on.
yes, but
Are you trying to say that the only reason that them rappers got booked is because of Eminem?
I think without Eminem, they wouldn't have did it. And why? Is because you got to think about it. Eminem and Snoop was beefing for a little bit. Remember when Snoop
Yes.
said that Eminem wasn't in his top he had
Yeah.
top 10, top 20, top nothing, and they got into it for a little bit. I think that
It's
Super
true.
Bowl
I
is
said
what
that.
made. Yeah, I think that Super Bowl is when Dre pulled the motherfuckers back together. Like,
I mean, so last year, hold on. So last year, do you remember who it was?
nah,
It was Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
it was Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
And they was kind of killing
Trash.
it, if you remember. They was out there shaking their things.
So what I'm
Trash.
hearing, man, is basically the fucking halftime show is mostly trash most of the time. Didn't The Weeknd do that shit?
Yeah, the weekend.
Hey, I like The Weeknd shit though, man. I ain't
Matter of
gonna lie, I
fact,
remember.
actually, nah. The weekend was the last one. I'm tripping, man. J-Lo and them was 2020.
Yeah, no, that was The Weeknd last time, man, because I watched that.
But then
watched it.
Travis Scott actually performed in 2019. And it
Say
looks
that
like
too.
because they had all sorts of people performing in that one, though.
But The Weeknd
He
did
was
it
a
by
rapper.
himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by
I
himself,
fuck with
yeah.
The Weeknd, man. I fuck with The Weeknd.
Yeah,
So-
because Maroon 5 was in 2019.
yeah.
And then they had Travis Scott come out there. And then they did The Way You Move with Outkast Big Boy.
Did they?
And
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they tried to flip it. But then Timberlake did it in 2018, Lady Gaga in 2017, and then in 16, that's when Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce came out there. And then 2015 was Katy
Wait.
Perry,
Say that again. Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and
Beyonce.
So what
Yeah.
it sounded like is they don't never just want to let niggas do the show by themselves.
They definitely
have
don't
to
want to
be
let rappers
accompanied.
do it by
Yeah, you
themselves,
have to be accompanied by somebody.
which that's kind of weak. I mean, okay, so are you saying, are we going to break the breaking news right now on We Radio that the only reason they got this gig was because Eminem needed to be a part of it?
Yes, we broke that news first.
I'm just saying, man.
Did we
We
break
broke
that?
it
You think that,
first.
I think people broke that news.
I'm just saying.
Who?
Think so?
It kind of sounds that
I
way.
think a lot of people, man. I mean,
No.
I don't know. I'm trying to think to
We're breaking
myself
that
is
shit.
that
Wait,
what's
wait,
the
hold on.
song that they would.
Yes.
Fucking
Breaking
breaking
Not letting niggas
news.
do the show by themselves until now. And not even now. And
Nice.
never. Maybe never.
Nice. Nice.
I mean,
like
so,
it.
but think about it. Then what are they gonna do? Because they're gonna come out there and do their song, Mary J. Blige. So what's Mary J. Blige gonna do? That one to get it percolating.
Yeah, most definitely.
So
White
that's what
people love
she'll
that
do.
shit. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
star power
They
though.
love that. They did in this dancery. They love that shit.
That's what she came.
You
That's
know,
what she
yeah,
came
look
back
at you.
with her.
Look at you. Yeah, you know you like that shit.
I don't even. I'm just saying. I'm with you, man. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. Come on. Old school
Hey,
style, man.
somebody call in and tell us how you think this Super Bowl halftime is gonna go, man. 206-771-9229 or hit us at weradio.live.
You know who would be the fucking sickest Super Bowl halftime show, right?
Who's that?
In rap, man, Wu-Tang, bro. If
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang had a fucking halftime Super Bowl show,
they would never do that, bro.
you don't think so? Why not? Why the fuck not?
Man, hell nah, man. No.
You don't think they should let Wu-Tang get a crack at it?
Hey, because young white people love Wu-Tang, but I don't think old white people would appreciate it.
Ain't nobody checking for Wu-Tang, bro.
Man, they're on Showtime, man. They got docu-series, man. They do big things, man. Come on, Riz is a genius.
Yo, sound like some fucking old heads,
hey, you know the worst part about
Bone?
This nigga's from New York. He hate everything New York, man. It's almost like when he moved away from New York, he just like said fuck everything East Coast. He hate. You got to understand that about blogging. He hate East Coast rappers.
All right, how about this? How about this? Okay, how about this? Say the Super Bowl's in Houston. All right, you with me? Stay with me.
Super Bowl.
You break out 8 Ball and MJG, Scarface. You get the H. Come on, no, flip it up though. H Town. You know, for a little R&B.
Well, actually, 8 Ball and MJG, they from Orange Mound, Tennessee, man. So they not.
But they kind of rep that down south shit. They was always down with Scarface.
Down south shit, but from Orange Mound.
I'm just saying the Super Bowl's in Houston, so we're kind of trying to bring them down to the south, and then you get nothing but the south.
Why y'all be calling all these old ass rappers out of their goddamn tombstones and shit?
Nigga, Dr. Dre is 60 years old. He an old rapper. The fuck you mean? Eminem is 50. They all old. 10 years ago. Niggas all the same age, man. Dr. Dre is fucking 60. Eminem is 50. Snoop is like 55.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Right, I wasn't really with that shit.
So KRS-One,
Big Daddy Kane.
Fuck, you said KRS-One?
Oh yeah,
Big Daddy Kane.
So what you say? Like, Lil Durk,
Master Ace.
They're getting a fucking SSI check right now.
Page said we don't want that line up here in the H. I heard that, Latanya.
I know that's right. Say that shit. Old ass.
Devin the Dude, come on, man.
No,
man. Fine, whatever.
It's like I'm stuck between the two extremes. Blogger hate everything. Burns love too much.
I'm trying to bring back that old school, man. Bring that group back. Come on, man. 7, you gotta feel me on this. Come on, MJG, get back the whole. What was that old school record label? I remember it was on the Source back when all them guys was
talking
big.
About Suave House?
Yeah, Suave House. Come on, man. We got Suave House All Stars in the house for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Nah, they ain't doing that, bro.
You know what, bro? Okay, you guys gotta get the casino. You know the niggas be doing the casino shows and shit.
Oh yeah, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Hey, what about
Weezy and 8 Ball and MJG live?
What about Weezy? Lil Wayne.
No, do not put Lil Wayne on nobody's stage.
Lil Wayne can't do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Man, would you want to watch Lil Wayne do the Super Bowl?
Come on, man.
Okay, I got one for you then. Say they come back to Miami every couple of years.
Okay.
Uncle Luke.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. The Luke, hell yeah. I mean, I don't know
now,
how many songs he gonna do because all I remember is Doodoo Brown.
Them girls that was popping their ass back then can't even pop their ass no more, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your broads can't pop their ass, then they should be playing your music.
Those are Social Security checks coming in, eh?
Yeah, man. These chicks is fucking in the hospital now, all damaged. Fucking backs and shit. Sciatic nerve damage and shit. Bro. Yo, they broke up. You know what I'm saying?
There got to be somebody out there who would be a good halftime show. Hey, Outkast would be a good halftime show.
Oh, she said in Houston, Megan Thee Stallion.
There you go. Now we're talking 7.
I mean, it'll look nice, but I can't listen to that shit, man. I'm gonna watch that shit on mute.
Yeah, man, why not? They could bring in Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. They got, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. They'd have a good little.
With big dicks.
Nicki Minaj. Yes.
Come on, it'd be girl power, man. Maybe they could bring Little Kim. Man. Hey, speaking of which, have you seen what Little Kim's looking like these days?
All that trash.
Young bitches. Nasty ass motherfuckers.
Bring
on mute.
What about let's see, who else?
Nah, Snake, you stop with suggestions. Cloud Chaser, who you think, man? You done burnt through too many burns. Fuck that. Man.
Come on, man.
This nigga said 8 Ball and MJG. You ain't
bro.
You ain't being serious right now. What you think, Cloud?
Man, come on, I am, man.
Who would you like to see at the Super Bowl?
With Scarface? Come on.
Who would I like to see?
Yeah, who would you like to see perform at halftime?
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
They said, when somebody to smoke weed, Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. Hey, what about hold on. I know
Wiz Khalifa and Willie Nelson.
Right. Who you got, Willie? Come on, let's go.
What was the one cat who used to
Hologram
rap with
of
Too
MF
Short?
Doom.
Oh, hey, rest in peace. MF Doom
We know
was
that's
tight.
not. We know that's not happening, man. Come on, man.
What was the one dude who used to rap with Too Short? Richie Rich.
Man, see, come on.
Okay. All jokes aside. All jokes aside. I do believe that, like, I'm glad Kendrick's doing it with Dre and them. I think J. Cole could put on a good halftime show.
Yeah. I'd rather see Drake. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Drake would be a good halftime show.
I'd rather see Drake and Kanye redo what they did for that Amazon shit, but do it better. You know what I mean?
That'd be hella entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Bone? What about Bone?
Bone.
Old school
I
Bone.
don't know, man. I don't feel
What if
like
they bring
Bone,
the Super Bowl to Cleveland, man? They'd have to do that,
I feel
man.
like
Come
Bone
on.
lost that versus, man. I'd rather see 3-6 Mafia than motherfucking Bone.
Well, what if that was who it was?
True
Bone and
story.
3-6 Mafia. What if they had a versus battle at the Super Bowl halftime show?
Snake, I'm gonna need you to start listening to new music. I'm gonna need you to turn off your Spotify, turn off your Apple fucking music.
Says the dude who don't like Kendrick Lamar, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you tripping on Kendrick, blogger.
Yeah, dude.
Kendrick
Hey, you know what's funny?
trash, and
Because
just
I
have
didn't
to
like
leave
it
there.
at first. I just didn't understand. Like before all the other shit came out, like back when it was the mixtape days or whatever. But after a while, like, man, come on, man, you bugging.
Here's a
His
question.
shit
Why?
crazy.
I guess I. Okay,
You put Eminem over Kendrick.
Yes.
Oh my god! What Eminem songs do you listen to when you in your car?
I don't even listen to that old ass shit, but when I did, his shit was fucking revolutionary. Kendrick's shit is
Man,
fucking
I
revolutionary.
would never. This is the thing.
Kendrick
I would
shit
never say that
back
Eminem can't
pack.
rap, but Eminem is my least listened to. I love 8 Mile. You know what I
Now,
mean? 8 Mile is probably one of my
old.
favorite movies. Even then, I just can't ride around listening to Eminem. That's weird.
You can't listen to Kendrick Lamar right now. He ain't released shit in a
I
minute.
listen to Kendrick. I fuck with Kendrick, man.
You did. You ain't listening to nothing recently. He ain't had nothing out.
He just had a song with that dude, Baby King. That was like.
Hey, you know what though? Slap. I think
got an
Seven's
album
onto
on
something
the way.
here. What if they went old school gangster R&B? We get Gangsta Lean up on there, H Town. Man, we get all the '90s R&B. That would kind of be tight.
I'm saying seriously, while we shitting on who they are putting on there, I think this is the best lineup that they could have came out with, like to be agreed on and shit. You know what I mean? Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Snoop probably the most famous rapper ever. Kendrick and then Eminem.
You know who I would? Okay, I'm serious.
Okay,
too.
what song
You
from
know who I would
Kendrick
like to
should be going into
substitute
Super Bowl?
Eminem and bring in instead off the bench?
Who that?
And I think this would be even better for the Super Bowl halftime show. 50 Cent.
50 Cent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? He has those songs.
He got them songs. I could see 50 doing the Super Bowl with them.
Yeah,
With
Everybody
other people.
knows. Come on, man. If it was did in the club, that shit would
you
be.
might
man,
as well throw the game in there too, then, bro.
In the club. As long as that nigga don't do Candy Shop.
Well, obviously, some songs are off limits at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, I could see that.
So why is the game not in there then?
You listen to the game?
I mean, he's
what's
part
the
of
last-
Dr. Dre's roster. He was one of the main stars.
Nah, bro. He ain't
Dre
been a
kicked
part of
him off.
Dr.
Dr. Dre got rid of him. He had to
He
make
been
a whole.
gone, man.
Yeah, he made songs about just crying over Dr. Dre not fucking with him no more. Like Dre ain't fucking with Game.
Didn't he like do a hella like butthurt song
Game
too?
called a sex beef, man. Like he's not. No Super Bowl. He can't even be around. He can't be around them crowds, man. There's kids at the Super Bowl.
It's a good point. That's a good fucking point.
All right, fuck it. If we're talking new school rappers, how about Migos?
Yes.
Yeah, Migos could do the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I give you that. Migos could do the Super Bowl.
Man, fuck the Migos.
Oh, hell no.
Fuck the Migos.
I like
So
the
they can't
Migos.
do
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. I fuck with them.
Who else
Migos,
is
yes.
out there?
Go ahead.
Who else is
Say
out
that
there?
shit.
What about what's the
Khalid.
one dude?
DJ Khalid.
He ain't no rapper. He just
What's
gonna
the,
bring all the
Neither
other
is
niggas.
Dr. Dre. Neither is Dr. Dre, but
Yeah.
he's got mad
Dr.
artists
Dre
that he
is a
fuck
rapper,
with.
nigga. Dr. Dre got albums. He got albums with him rapping,
Khalid,
not screaming "We the best."
True.
He got albums with verses on them.
he ain't write them verses.
It don't matter if he wrote them or not. He said them.
Still
Yeah.
spit them.
Khaled ain't gonna do nothing but bring a bunch of other niggas, which would be cool. You know what I mean? He could.
Hey, but he has enough content to fill up the fucking halftime show. He's got enough artists that he's
He got
worked with,
enough
enough
niggas
songs
to
that he
fill up the
produced. He could do a
halftime show.
halftime
Okay,
show.
so yeah, so he could host it. He would host it.
Yeah.
Any of those people that he would bring out would be in contention of doing the halftime show themselves. You know what I mean? Because he's going to fucking Jeezy, the Rick Ross, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just gonna bring people like that, people that's been on his songs type shit.
The Baby, you got Lil Baby, you got
all that shit. Yeah, he's just gonna bring niggas that's
Justin Timberlake.
And you know what's funny that you say that he's probably the next likely motherfucker to have the motherfucking halftime show.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm on this.
Probably the next hip hop situation, I'd say.
DJ Khaled.
Like if they do that shit in Miami or something like that, it probably would.
You think so?
It probably would.
It would be who?
It would be Khaled before anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, not him as a rapper or artist, but just him as a, you know,
NBA YoungBoy. What about NBA YoungBoy?
No way. Hell, he can't even go to the Super Bowl. That nigga stuck in Utah. He can't go to the.
Oh, because of them allegations or whatever.
No, he's on house arrest. He can't go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, what about man? Who else is there out there? What about?
It's not that many people you can think of, man.
There really isn't, man. Is there? There ain't that many people. Goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. This is probably the best lineup they could have came up with. This is the best lineup they could have came up with, man. As far as hip hop goes, because it's just nobody else, man. And then all the other big groups like that all kind of broke up. Because say like you gave it to somebody like Cash Money or whatever, they don't all get along no more. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see Silk the Shocker and No Limit. You know what I mean? Like
everybody's either dead or don't get along no more. That's funny.
Mega fucking groups and situations and shit like that, they're all broken up. Besides,
how many minutes is the halftime show?
It's 30.
Minutes.
So they got to perform for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Give or take like a 25, 26 minute set.
That's why you got to give it up to The Weeknd. He did that shit by himself.
True. True.
I mean, Jay-Z could do it by himself.
Jay-Z is kind of trash on stage, bro. I love the fuck out of Jay-Z, but I wouldn't want to watch Jay-Z just walk back and forth, you know what I mean, like for 30 minutes.
Because that's the other part of it too, though. I guess that's something that we're gonna find out come here in 2 weeks.
Perform, and the thing about
what are they gonna be doing? Like
Snoop is a great performer, right? Kendrick is a great performer. Like they're those two are good performers. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre, for what it's worth, he's a good performer. Like they're all good performers. You know what I mean? Like they can actually perform. It's not a lot of rap niggas that actually perform well like that. You know what I mean?
True.
A lot of rap shows is boring. I've been to a lot. They boring as hell a lot of the times, man. Niggas kind of just walk around rapping and shit. The crowd does most of the motherfucking song. You know what I mean? Like them niggas right there, they're good performers. I think it's gonna be a good show.
That's a good point, man. I guess you never really think about it until you're trying to put them on the list for the show.
And that's a big ass stage. She said everybody's dead. True. Motherfuckers died. I think out of young people, maybe that Juice WRLD cat could have had a good.
Man,
young motherfuckers loved him, man. She said the baby would kill it. I think the baby would kill it too. Just off of like the baby, he's another one, man. That his videos and shit like that, like them shits be lit. So I could see him having a good.
Then he got like canceled out and shit, didn't he?
So they ain't letting that nigga do nothing.
What about Roddy Ricch?
No.
Nah, he don't got enough.
Tanya's right though. The baby, I think that would be.
Yeah.
But we all know that's not happening. You can't even just forget about that. That's not happening.
Damn, is there nobody else out there?
No.
Even close?
No, that's how far this shit is sunk. Like him dissing Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang actually would have been a good one back like in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like that shit would have been that would have been epic. You would have had 100 motherfuckers.
But not in 2020.
Not 2020, man. They ain't got it.
Too much time.
They don't have enough to come back 2020 and do that.
I mean, you could say the same thing to like Ice Cube at some point way back in the 90s.
I think Ice Cube would be able to have a better show probably than because he could bring people out too. He could actually halfway do an NWA reunion with an Eazy-E hologram. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
Maybe.
What about? I know y'all gonna say, what about Puffy?
Well, yeah, he already been in it.
Has he?
Oh man, hold up. Seven said LL. I think LL fucking Cool J.
LL
man.
still look like a football player, so.
Rick Ross, come on, man. What about Rick Ross? Get out, Rick Ross.
The size of a helmet. He could probably pull that off. Rick Ross can't pull it off because Rick Ross' music is dope, but it's kind of boring. Like, you know what I mean?
What about
like,
Little John? What
you
about
gotta
Little
have
John?
that hype shit. Like, you gotta. Oh, Little
What about
John.
that Little John shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But he got to bring. He'll be like a Khaled situation. He'd have to bring out
All
1,000 motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
What about Tiger?
Tiger. Yeah. Future. What about Future?
Future can do it. They ain't gonna let Future do it, but Future can do it.
Nah,
Future
Tiger could do it, bro. Tiger got some joints.
Tiger do. He got that.
He got
one.
some joints.
He got just that one song. If he came on stage and redid that video, the doo doo doo, if he redid that video, that could be the whole show. That shit was crazy.
He's got some.
Nobody else.
You listen to Tiger shit. Usher can't do it.
Usher could do it.
No.
You know,
he got hurt. He got herpes.
Wait, what? So he can't perform? What, is he just flared up? What the fuck's going on? He's flared up. What about? Okay, this will be a weird one, but what about Post Malone?
Post Malone would do it.
Yes.
Hell yeah, Post Malone could do it. We talking about hip hop though, man. Post Malone.
I know, but we gotta expand it out. We got nobody. Well, we went through like 10 people.
Well, we could just drop this topic right now. Because it's, man, we could do.
How about okay? Fuck it. It's in L.A. If they ever had a Super Bowl,
that's what I'm saying. Why I'm saying they got the
Francisco.
best. They have the best lineup for what's going on. You know what I mean?
What about E40?
If the 49ers won,
Tech Nine. Hey, Tech Nine's a good one.
Yeah, I would.
With strange music.
What
What about Logic? What about that dude Logic?
I wouldn't watch it if it was. Like
Yeah, no.
Come on, Clout Chaser, give us one, man. Come on, man, give us something.
He already knows what time it is.
Everybody's trash.
I can't think of nobody, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that new shit.
See?
And the shit I do
trash.
outdated.
And Wheezy really. So no to Wheezy.
No,
Lil
Wayne,
Wayne
he could, but I mean, I don't think they would even. I don't even think they would put that investment because you got to think, man, that's an investment. When you say this person is going to be the Super Bowl halftime act, you got to know that they're going to show up. They're going to be professional. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of shit that goes into that, and I think he's just too much of a gambler.
Well, as we keep circling around, I gotta really, really, really agree with the last comment. I do think Nas. Yeah, I do think Nas could do that shit.
I think Nas could.
Why? Why do you think?
What if? Okay, how about this? What if he brought in Lauryn Hill? What if Lauryn Hill was going to perform?
The hell no, Lauryn Hill will never touch the She don't show up. She don't show up to any shows, bro.
Come on, you don't know.
Look, I do know because the Fugees just had to cancel their last world tour. They was just going to have a tour just recently, and they had to cancel it, man, because of Lauryn. She don't show up to shows, bro.
But she does collabos with Nas, apparently. Shit, she just did one with him on the latest album.
Trash.
They got two songs.
It's not in rotation. You had to buy the album to hear the shit. You had to download the shit to hear the shit. It sucks. Nobody said, "Hey, let's put this on the radio."
Man, we're tripping, dude. The fucking Roots.
Oh, the Roots could do it. The Roots could do it, man. Hey, man. Hey, rest in peace to Hub, man. The bass player, man, that always had the stick in his mouth, man. He passed away recently, man.
Hey, the Roots would demolish the fucking Super Bowl halftime show, guaranteed.
Yeah, the Roots would. And they're another one that could bring out other people and shit because they can play everybody's shit.
I guess.
Hey, the Roots. He said, I guess. Hey, the Roots live is crazy. Hey, you know what? No,
they're a band, bro. Like, what's wrong? What's not to like about the Roots?
And speaking of the Roots, because they from Philly, you know who else might be able to pull it off, man? Fucking Meek. I think Meek got enough hype ass songs to where I think he could do it, man. He might be able to.
For a second, I thought you was about to say DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Nah.
Meek don't have the star power, bro.
Plus, he's good friends with that NFL owner, that Robert Kraft and shit like that. Like,
Meek don't got the star power, bro.
I think Meek could pull it off, man.
He's an East Coast thing, barely West Coast. He's not really shit.
But I mean, you gotta listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to the type of music that motherfucker makes.
You gotta look at the fucking NFL fan base. They don't fuck with Meek. They ain't fucking with Meek.
Nope. Wait. Why?
The NFL fan base, because Meek Mill doesn't have star power. What is it? What music really did Meek put out? What album is critically acclaimed that Meek Mill put out? Meek Mill.
Meek got some shit, bro. What are you talking about?
He's got some. He's a lyricist. He's a Jadakiss type ass nigga.
Nah, man. I think he's a little more commercial. I think he's a little more commercial than Jadakiss, man.
He ain't more commercial than his boss, the Rick. You have to go Rick before you go Meek, and then Meek is just not.
Hey, he went platinum on his album Championships.
That's what I'm saying. I think Meek might be able to pull it off.
I don't think Meek can pull it off. What do you think, Snake? Meek Mill.
I mean, I'm rooting for hip hop to be the thing. I don't know though. I don't know if he has enough commercial hits.
That's what I said.
Meek Mill and the Roots.
Yeah, I think I might agree.
Meek Mill and the Roots.
That would be the thing. He would have to be performing with more than like just.
No, he can't.
Latanya said Meek can pull it off. Thank you.
No, he can't.
Hey, man, Blogger be hating.
There would be a lot of people that collaborate though, and it will be a real tight.
That's what I'm saying. He got songs with everybody.
Meek.
Yeah, he got songs with Drake. He got songs with Rick Ross. He got songs with.
That's it.
Nah, that ain't it, man. You got to go.
I mean,
what discography? He got songs, man.
But dang, man, there really ain't that many people out there though. When you think about it, it's kind of crazy.
Didn't that sample from the I'm a Boss? Wasn't that from the NFL?
I don't know.
That I swear that was like some NFL fucking. That was like an NFL.
Oh, they took like some more marching music or something.
Yeah. Look that up. Look that song up. Man, play that on your phone real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting though if you think about it. You start trying to break it down because Blogger does have a point. What? They have to be commercially successful to the point where the NFL fan base is going to be giving a shit too. Although I will say this though, as a fan of football, I don't think I've ever given a shit about the Super Bowl halftime show.
Facts.
I mean, I either would be like, maybe I'll check this out. But most of the time when I was watching it, I was usually watching it to see if they would fuck up.
I don't know.
Because then it would be funny. Ever since that Nipplegate shit with Janet Jackson, it would always be interesting to see if they bombed or not.
Ain't that for the NFL?
Nah, but I'll tell you this though. Hey, nothing was doper than when Prince was doing Purple Rain in that one Super Bowl halftime show, and it started fucking raining in Florida. And that's what I mean. Is like that's what you look for.
DARPA
is little symbolic shit like that where it's hella dope.
DARPA, man. I'm drinking this nasty ass shit, man.
What you drinking? Hold on, let's see.
Drinking, man. We ain't sure what we been drinking.
Oh, is that Slurricane? Hey man, that's got aspartame in it, man. You better put that shit down.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love the fuck out of E40, man. I think E40 could do the halftime show. Fuck it, but don't serve niggas this liquor right here. This one ain't the one. I don't know what this shit is called, but this ain't it. Yellowbird.
Got that wicked Chardonnay.
It's almost like with Carlos Rossi. It's certain ones I won't drink. That Yellowbird.
But see, this is the problem with the Slurricane, man. It looks like it was like chemically formed, man. It's not like
this
some
nigga
real
gonna
shit.
Agree with the Jamaican shit. Yeah, Latanya, this nigga Jamaican. Look, you just won him over right there.
Yes.
Hey,
what about one of the Marleys doing the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, no.
Bob Marley. You know,
I
don't know.
That's about it. That's why I'm with you on that one. Just Bob. Rest of the motherfuckers can kick rocks.
What about E40 though? Y'all think E40 could do it?
Man, fuck yeah. Although the problem is,
no.
See, I knew this nigga was gonna hate. Why E40 couldn't do it? Why E40 couldn't do it?
E40's too hated on.
Yeah, right,
because
man.
E40 doesn't make. E40 has hits, but he's like a cult artist. Like
E40, E40 got a big ass hit with Big Sean that I don't fuck with you. He got Don't Act Like a Bitch, Too Short. He got
have to edit that.
He got motherfucking he got Players Ball. He got E40 got
E40 could easily. I would love to see E40
Dr.
do that.
Dre and Eminem is old shit. What the fuck?
If E40 could do that,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
E40 could easily do the fucking halftime.
I think E40 could do the halftime show like a motherfucker, man. E40 could do
E40 could do it.
E40
have to
Plus he could bring in
would
Too Short.
understand a fucking word.
Are you crazy? Marshawn Lynch would be on stage with E40. You crazy as hell, man.
They wouldn't understand a fucking word he was saying.
Why wouldn't they?
Nah, he could do some of his regular hits. Come on, Gasoline, man. The whole place would go wild.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Them niggas would go crazy up in that motherfucker. They play that shit at the game.
He even got a song with Ice Cube on one of his later albums, man.
We could be splashing.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go would tear the fucking stadium down, man. They would fuck shit up in there.
No.
They would
Maybe
go dumb.
If
E40
the conditions would have to be
E40
right,
could do that
it would
shit,
have
man.
to be it'd have to be on the West Coast.
It's on the West Coast.
On the West Coast.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. If he did this Super Bowl, it would be straight. But if he did that shit on the East Coast, ain't anybody checking for that shit.
Yeah, I think E40. That would be that. I would want to go to the Super Bowl.
I would
E40.
wanna-
E40 is
right.
my favorite nigga to go watch live.
Hey, but
That's
you
my
know
favorite.
you could buy. You can buy tickets just to the Super Bowl halftime.
Halftime. I would go to that, man. Because
You don't even go to the game. Just go to the show.
I went to an E40 show. That's crazy. The time he said Carlos Rossi. E40 gave me a bottle of Carlos Rossi at his show. We went in the green room. This motherfucker, I met this dude, man, and he was fresh out of jail and shit. And we was talking at the bar. This nigga, he didn't have nowhere to go. He had just got out of jail. All he had was his jail ID. And, I would never do that shit for nobody, but something about the nigga seemed cool. So I let him use my ID to get a hotel room for the night. And he hit me back a couple days later. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to this show, my friend's show. Do you want to go? And I was like, well, who is it? And the nigga wouldn't tell me. He was like, oh, man, you just going to have to see when you get there. And, man, we ended up motherfucking going up to Seattle and shit. The whole time, this nigga's friend was E40.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we go back in the green room. E40 was there. He told him how I gave him the motherfucking ID to use the thing. E40 gave us bottles of Hennessy and shit. We chilled out. We got to go backstage for the whole show. I don't really like backstage at the show, but, that shit was lit, man. E40, he a cool motherfucker. He could do it. I know he can.
Hey, our area loves some E40 too.
Yeah, I think
That's a fact.
I think
His
he's a
whole
national
opinion shit
treasure.
is
E40
biased.
is a national treasure, bro. He could do
biased.
it. I can't
Wait,
believe
what?
I didn't think of him.
Bias.
Okay, Blogger, go ahead,
Ain't
man.
no,
So give us
E40, bro.
Come on, Blogger, give us some feedback then. Who would
who's
you go? Who's your go-to?
The whole world
He
uses this
could
nigga
play a
slang.
Super Bowl halftime show outside of the West Coast area.
The whole world uses this nigga slang.
True.
He brought that bass slang to the whole world, man. Everybody uses it.
The hip hop world, though. That's it.
Nah, even white people. Martha Stewart say for shizzle. The whole world, Craig.
Blogger
What do you
won
think?
21 Savage.
No, he's trash. He couldn't do it. All I'm saying is he could do it on the West Coast only. I'm giving some credit there. I didn't say he was complete trash.
But I mean, he's a big ass 49ers fan, so like I said, man, if it was E40 could do it, man. He could.
E40, yeah.
Do it. And he could bring out everybody. He got one with just about everybody. He could bring out everybody. So as we offer this, man, we lost P-Town, man, our resident hoologist, man. Is this just all the Super Bowl halftime show?
I mean, I guess we was gonna talk about the halftime show. It kind of went a little longer than expected.
Little Dirk could do it. What are you talking about?
Oh, you guys can see the comments this way?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do it this way every time. Okay. That's
Little Dirk can do it.
Little Dirk. What about hey,
don't even
Blogger?
Oh,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
I'm trying to think of an East Coast rapper right now that's
He don't like East Coast
been making
rappers.
dope.
You got to find an Atlanta
Wait,
rapper.
you don't?
What about
Money
T.I.?
Bag could do it.
What about
Atlanta?
T.I.?
Money
Could
Bag
T.I.
could
do
do
it?
it.
Oh
You think
man, come on, Tip.
think
Nope,
T.I.
Tip's
can do
trash.
it?
Nope,
Tip
Tip's
can't
trash.
do it.
I think
Oh,
commercially,
my
I think T.I. could do it, man.
His new music sucks ass. His old music is bomb.
But you got to understand, bro. Every time they do the halftime show, it's always old music. I think it's mostly always old shit. I don't know what
I'm
that
saying,
shit was
like-
the weekend was doing because it seemed like new music to me. Most of the motherfuckers do their old shit, their hits. It ain't even that
Little
it's
Dirk-
old. They do the hits. What's Little Dirk's hit?
He got a bunch of hits.
What is it? Name one.
What's that one he got with
Nope.
Back in Blood? Back in Blood, bro.
Is that a hit like a
That's a
national
hit.
hit to where niggas from everywhere?
I'm talking about an anthem, nigga.
Hold on, let me-
Back in
Zanero.
Blood.
Hey, here you go, here you go. How about Tyler the Creator?
Hey, could Lil Durk do the Super Bowl halftime show?
Tyler could do it.
What about Tyler?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, Tyler, they would give it to him in a heartbeat.
Yeah. See?
Stay in my bathroom in the second floor.
See? What did he say about Lil Durk? He said, yeah, right?
Who said about Lil Durk? Who said yeah?
You asked. Did you
Oh, he
ask
said
about
hell
Lil
no
Durk?
and went back to sleep. He said nah. Lil Durk can't do it. Lil Durk
Yeah.
can't do it.
He can't.
I don't know no Lil Durk hits. I know the kids love him and shit like that, and people love him, but I Like
he got the one with Drake.
Drake could bring him out when Drake do it. I don't think Lil Durk could hold that shit on his own, man.
He's got some hits, bro.
You gotta have a broad appeal, bro. It can't just be the shit that you like.
All right,
Drake
is out there. I don't even
like
like
think about the shit that
like
other people like too. You know what I mean? Like it can't just.
Yeah, I give up Dirk. That was bad. I was just going off with 7 said. 7, you're wrong. Lil Durk sucks. What the hell?
She said Moneybag Yo could pull it off.
Yeah, there you go.
What about Young Thug?
No.
No. What about
Chris Brown?
Man, who's watching this show? Somebody call in or something. Damn, I know y'all over here.
What about Chris Brown?
There's somebody we forgot about that you over there.
Hey, actually, what about Chris Brown?
Most definitely. Chris Brown could do it.
Though.
I thought we was talking about mostly rappers, but yeah, Chris Brown could do it in a heartbeat, man. Of course he could.
He's a rapper.
That nigga would flip across the whole football field. Like, yeah, of course he could do it, man.
He's an
entertainer,
show.
bro. He's an entertainer. Yeah, he could do
Facts,
it.
So.
Hey, unpopular opinion, without all the controversy, I think maybe even Tory Lanez could pull that shit off, man.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you.
I'm not even mad about that.
Yeah, she said, yo,
yeah.
Gotti.
Yeah.
I think Tory Lanez could pull it off. Gotti?
Nah.
Oh man, dude, what about Freddie Gibbs, man? Freddie Gibbs.
Nah, bro, hell no.
No,
they ain't gonna let him do that shit.
You want to be a Hustlers halftime show?
Yeah, you can't sing along with none of that shit. They ain't gonna let him.
Have to be like, we're not airing the halftime show this year, y'all. Just gonna have to just trust
you gotta
us
see it online.
that this shit was dope.
Yeah, I fuck with Freddie Gibbs. It ain't about the artist that you like. You know what I mean? It's about
I get it. Okay, how about Nick Cannon? Okay,
I hate to say it. We could laugh that shit off, but at the same time, he would have more action than a lot of motherfuckers that doing the halftime show, because he would just bring wilding out. Like, you know what I mean? Like they would do that little dumbass freestyle section they do on the. He would figure out a way to make he's an entertainer. He would have a lot more action than other people, I think.
I already know this is an automatic no, but I still have to ask. What if it was in Seattle and they had Macklemore?
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. Can we go back? Oh man.
Okay, French Montana.
Negative.
No.
Garbage.
Macklemore. God damn, bro.
I'm gonna go out on a limb there and say he's ass.
I like French.
Two
Chains.
Hey, French could do it. French could do the
man,
World Cup.
What about Bow Wow? What about Big Sean?
No Big Sean, man. French could do the World Cup, because that Unforgivable or whatever, Unforgettable or whatever the fuck that song was with him and dude from Ray Shremmer, that's like a African anthem. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was out there in them huts.
Boozy.
Nah, fuck, man, are you crazy? You think a corporation would attach themselves to Boosie? You think anything that wanted to stay? That's
be the last Super Bowl halftime show. Like, we ain't having it no more. We're just gonna do some
last Super Bowl.
Do some halftime analysis.
They would cancel America.
The Super Bowl is canceled.
Y'all sleeping on Boosie though, man. Y'all sleeping on Boosie.
I'm just saying, they ain't letting him do nothing corporate. He can't do nothing corporate. He can't do most high school basketball halftimes. Like, they're not letting Boosie do nothing.
What about Sky Zoo?
All right, man. See, that's why I said we got to just stop doing this.
We got to stop. Okay,
Burns.
Man, I'm tripping, dude. The one people we didn't even mention.
Who that?
Griselda, man. Come on.
If Buffalo, if Buffalo was in the Super Bowl, if Buffalo Bills was in the Super Bowl, then yeah, Griselda.
Man, Benny and fucking.
They would kill it.
Conway.
The Buffalo Bills have to go to the Super Bowl for Griselda.
Man, that'd be the most hustler-esque Super Bowl halftime show in the world.
I want to go to one of their shows just to hear them niggas make them noises in person.
Fools be tripping. They'd be like, this was the best halftime show ever, man. I learned so much about hustling.
Hey, have you seen that movie?
Man. Nah.
It's a movie. I forgot what's the name of that fucking movie, man. They got a movie. It's dope though, man. Damn, I can't remember the name of that. Look it up. Just look up like Benny the Butcher movie or some shit like that. They got a movie that's dope as shit.
That shit's some trash.
Oh, man, get out of here. Oh, you
Is
don't
it
like
called
Buffalo, nigga? You don't fuck with Buffalo? You don't fuck with Griselda? You don't fuck with Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun? Huh? Conflicted. Yeah, Conflicted is dope, man. You don't fuck with Griselda at all?
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Hey,
you didn't like that
what's
movie?
Your favorite?
Trash though. The movie was B acting.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Griselda song?
Lemon Squeeze.
Lemon Squeeze. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm really not even a Benny Butcher fan. I think Cloud Chase is a Benny guy. I'm a more of the my man with the twisted mouth shit.
That's Conway.
That nigga be like, yo.
Hey, that nigga Joe Budden is so funny because old boy got shot in the he get shot in the mouth or shot in whatever, or shot in the neck or something.
Yeah.
Joe Budden said Conway should be West Side Gun. He got shot. This nigga is crazy, man.
Hey, what about Kevin Gates?
No. And you know what's crazy? I would say yes, but have you ever been to a Kevin Gates show?
No.
Because I've been to a Kevin Gates show. Kevin Gates put on a hell of a show, man. I like his show because in between every song, Kevin Gates like gives you the story behind the song. Like, man, on this one right here, this one my baby mama stabbed me 3 times, and this and this. And he like breaks down the motherfucking music before he do it. That shit was dope as hell, man. I went to a Kevin Gates, and I didn't know how much bitches fuck with Kevin Gates, man. We go to the Kevin Gates show. Whew, my God, boy, it was wild up in that motherfucker, man. It was probably like the ratio was like 10-1. Like, it was crazy, man. It was nothing but females up in there, man. And it was still dope. It wasn't like you was going to see, you know what I'm saying, like somebody that was soft. You know what I mean? Like it was dope. But nah, they ain't letting Kevin Gates. The way his show is set up. Nah. He got some
okay,
shit.
what about Frankie? What about Frankie Ocean?
Oh yeah, they'll let Frank Ocean do it in a heartbeat. What are you talking about?
More trash.
Tyler and Frank Ocean, they're hell yeah. That's like the golden boys right there, man.
Frank Ocean not even around anymore.
But Tyler could bring them back, and they both gay. You know what I'm saying? They would have the most gayest, emoist, you know what I'm saying? And then Tyler would troll. I could see that shit happening.
Well, then why not put my guy on there? What's the other guy?
Another gay nigga?
The cowboy guy.
Oh, Lil Nas X, I could see him doing it. Not that I want to see him doing it, but I can see him giving it.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't already. Huh?
Pause.
That nigga's a Super Bowl already. Pause. he's a whole Super Bowl
already.
Hey,
he's done a lot of Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah, he's did Doritos and shit like that. Yeah, I could see him doing it.
Man, that's a bad
what
look.
About,
there be
what about
too much
Tekashi?
symbolism.
Nah, get out of here. They don't even want Tekashi doing Mexican music. Like, I heard them, they don't want him doing nothing. He can't even do Spanish-speaking music. They was booing this motherfucker for his Spanish, man. He's out of here. He's out of here. It was a novelty that he got out of jail and came back and shit like that, but it's been quiet ever since then. Niggas coming out of jail is either good or bad, like just like Bobby Shmurda. He got out and all he been doing is gyrating his hips and shit, man. Like that nigga ain't been doing nothing but whining.
It's
kind of random, man. Rihanna's never done a Super Bowl
cartwheel.
halftime, has she?
I don't know. Look it up. Rihanna Super Bowl. She would kill it.
Rihanna's a billionaire. She doesn't have to do
Rihanna,
it anymore.
man. Oh yeah, she ain't worried about that shit. She got that makeup. I wash my face with Rihanna products in the morning, man. So
You got the Fendi?
Yeah, man. She hasn't done it. She's never done it.
That should be glowing.
I see you. I see you.
I use that.
Nice.
My girl put me on.
Hey, you know what's funny though? They wanted her.
Clout chaser like nah.
Hey, they wanted her to do it in 2019. Hey, they wanted Rihanna to do it in 2019, but she turned them down.
Yeah, that's what she don't got to do that shit.
She don't got to do it.
Hey, bro.
She don't give a shit.
She don't do that shit.
Damn. Hey, that's pretty interesting, man. On that note, if y'all could change anything about the Super Bowl, what would it be?
Guns.
The Super
Make
Bowl.
that shit like the
elaborate.
last Boy Scout. You know.
So instead of playing football, they're all armed.
Yeah, guns and knives.
And they just shoot each other. All right.
Gladiator ball.
You can only use it. You can only use it on fourth down, though. You know what I mean? Like
only guns on fourth down.
It's got to be fourth and long.
Only if you go for it.
Yeah,
is it only if you go for it?
Yeah, fuck the punts. Get rid of the punts, like man. Guns. Fourth and long, you can bring out weapons.
Guns, okay.
Both sides.
All right, gladiator style, like so no pads, no helmets, just straight up.
Leave all that shit on. Just weapons, both sides. Fourth and long.
I think.
Do you really want this first down? How bad?
I think the Super Bowl should be broken up to the cities that actually are in it. You can only get in if you're from that city, whatever hosting city it is.
Nah, man.
No.
That would take away the whole point of getting to the Super Bowl, bro.
No, it wouldn't, because it's going to be televised. Everybody's going to watch it because.
Hey, man.
Not if it's the fucking teams. Browns versus the Lions, man. Come on, man.
Not to go off with, like you said, versus Lions. Man, just think about how ill, like, ancient Rome was, man. When they had the Colosseum and they would have everybody, it would be like a Super Bowl, but it's a motherfucking. It's a guy in a pit of animals that can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like they watch savage shit.
Going up against like tigers and bears.
Yeah, they'll throw you in the fucking arena with a lion, and that motherfucker. they'll watch you get eaten by an animal. Like that was crazy, man. That was nuts. Just thinking.
Oh my gosh!
Throw a nigga in a arena with a bear. You know what I'm saying? To see what happens.
Well, I guess this was our main topic, but how many people you think is chasing that bag for the Super Bowl?
A lot. We talked about it on that, but when we had the technical difficulties or whatever, we kind of
having technical difficulties.
We touched on that earlier. I think, man, that's a big ass industry, man. They need to go ahead and just legalize prostitution, bro. Like it makes no sense. I mean, because first of all, we got OnlyFans, right? Anything like a sex worker is somebody that uses their sexuality or whatever to make money, right? Why is it okay for you to play with yourself and fuck people on camera and make money, but it's not okay to do it in person? You know what I mean? Like, why is it okay? Like, you can be a prostitute all you want as long as you film it. The only deciding factor in you going to jail is the fact is if there's a camera there while you're doing it, like if you tape it. Because you got to think about it. Porn companies, right? What do they do to get the girls to come perform on camera? They pay them. So they're getting paid to fuck, right? Why is it okay to motherfucking pay somebody to fuck on camera, but you can't pay them to fuck in private?
It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I mean, but earlier, P-Town had brought up human trafficking. Yeah. That shit still does exist.
But if it was legal, there would be enough legal prostitutes that got into it on their own to where that would cut trafficking out. You wouldn't need trafficking because enough of these motherfuckers would go do it. That would be a job. Like, oh shit, fuck doing nails. I'm about to go do dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, would go, that would probably cut trafficking down by 75%. If you could just on your own, you could have another job. You know what I'm saying? You could be like a real estate agent by day and then go hoe at night. You know what I mean? And take all your hoe money and invest that in stock market or something like that. Like
triple up.
Yeah, I mean, if they legalize prostitution, look at the Bunny Ranch. Why is there one little part of our country to where prostitution is legal and then not anywhere else? You know what I mean? If it's legal anywhere here, it should be legal everywhere, just like weed. You know what I mean? Why is it that we could go buy weed at the store, but the nigga in Texas could have some seeds in his ashtray and go to jail for 20 years? You know what I mean? Like,
it's a good point, man.
More consistent on the way, you know what I mean, we govern this motherfucker.
It's almost like that Amsterdam effect and shit. You know, we should really look into the idea of making all this shit legal because I've always thought that. Because in a way, you also take, you know, for a lot of these ladies or, you know, people in general who were, you know, out there doing that, they were being ridiculed, getting arrested, you know, looked at a certain way. And in reality, if you made it all legal, you would be building them up. They would then become empowered.
It would be in the light instead of being something that's in the dark. You know what I mean? Like you bring it to the forefront. And it's already, we see the shit with OnlyFans, right? Everybody got an OnlyFans. It's hard to, everyone got an OnlyFans. When you on Instagram, right? Because I be on Instagram a lot. When you look at somebody's profile, you don't, if they have something that says like Linktree or something like that, I guarantee you that 9 times out, damn near 10 times out of 10 times out of 10, if you click that link tree, there's an OnlyFans link in there.
Yeah.
And that's just legal prostitution. And click this shit so you can see me naked or fucking. You know what I mean? Like, it's already prostitution, bro.
Is somebody okay, man? I'm hearing somebody.
No, that's blogging. He getting excited. We talking about hoes.
Yeah.
He likes that shit.
You all right, man? Like, damn, man, you clearing your throat, bro?
Yeah.
Clog the toilet.
Make the motherfuckers pay taxes, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like the little massage parlors and shit like that, man. Just kick up
Legalize prostitution.
Legalize prostitution. Get it over with, man.
Eliminate human trafficking.
They got websites for sugar babies. You know what I mean? Like, bitches looking for sugar daddies and shit. Like, man,
they should legalize all that shit, man.
Legalize that bullshit. Get it over with, man. Come on, man. It's 2022. We don't even know how long we gonna be here, man. COVID is fucking motherfuckers up, man. Legalize that shit and make hoes get the vaccine.
Facts.
That's the one
You'll
thing.
Get way more money. Hey, look,
mandate the vaccine to
you
sex
and
workers.
your customers got to be vaccinated.
That's a fact.
Everybody had that shit. Booster shots, all that. You got to get the booster, bitch.
That's so stupid.
Hey, fellas, I got to go. It's 11 o'clock. I got to get ready for work. So,
tomorrow
morning show or what?
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Most definitely.
All right.
Right,
all right, guys.
All right, man.
All right, man.
We family. See you tomorrow morning. Bye.
Yeah. We to the radio, man.
Hold on.
Hey, so then there was 3.
Then there was 3, man. What do you think, Burns? Legalize prostitution?
Oh, man, I've long been an advocate for that, man. I think that they should legalize prostitution and all drugs. We should literally follow the Amsterdam model, because when you look at what they did, they legalized all that shit and everybody gets all scared about it. But then look at Amsterdam. Like, it's not a dangerous place to go to.
Look at Portugal.
You know, and it's like when people are more scared of the idea of legalizing these things. But I think that if you truly did just decriminalize a lot of these things that we're sending people to jail and prison for, that now they're not in jail or prison anymore. And then maybe they could actually be, you know, pay taxes or just be a contributor to society. And also what I think is that the real thing will be like drugs. Like, say they legalize
cocaine. That's what Portugal legalized all drugs, right?
And cocaine's a good example, because there's basically right now in the world, there are certain countries where it just grows like weed, but it's illegal. So they're impoverished. They're third world countries because they can't take advantage of their number one cash crop. Yeah. And I get it that, you know, we're not trying to advocate like drug abuse and being like drug addicts, and addiction is horrible, but there got to be more to this than just it's some stupid drug. Like, there's so much medicinal factors to all of this shit. You know what I mean? Like cocaine, poppy, all that shit. It goes to the medicine world too. Yeah. And the lack of research, because it's illegal, really does hinder us in our advancements.
I mean, look at how crazy opiates are right now, man. And that's a lot of that is legal. You know,
and I mean, you could educate people. I mean, think about it. When we was all growing up and shit, you had the DARE program or whatever, and it was corny and it's stupid or whatever.
Drugs are really expensive.
But at the same time, I never wanted to stick a needle in my arm and fucking shoot up heroin, right? And I never will.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Watching shit like Scarface and shit, like when I look at drugs and shit like that, the coke, they made coke look fun on TV, man. Every time they showed coke, motherfuckers was partying and shit. You know what I mean? They'd be at a disco and shit, polyester suits and shit, sniffing coke off of titties. They never did that with like heroin and shit like that, man. It never looked fun.
I think it's like an educational thing though, too, bro.
Coke had the best fucking what do you call it? The best campaign, like the best advertising.
Because all the
campaign.
cool shit was happening, like Blow, Scarface, Carlitos Way, shit like that, right?
Just the party shit, like everything. Like every time they was having a party in the 80s on TV, there was some coke somehow. You know what I mean? Like,
but then look at meth.
No,
right?
And weed.
Yeah. Well, weed has always been shown as motherfuckers being kind of slow, forgetting shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, the coke had the best PR campaign out of all the drugs, bro.
Yeah, it'll keep you up for 3 days. You'll lose 20 pounds.
Hey, your dick will never go soft. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it all night. They made songs about that shit. We can do it all night. They man, that motherfuckers.
But I mean, okay, but that being said, that's one element.
Heroin has always looked miserable.
Look at heroin.
It's
always
looked miserable on TV. Pick like your drugs by the television. Pick drugs by the PR campaign. Like, don't do the shit. Don't live in the trailer. Like,
True.
the RV is not cool, bro. Like, don't stay off the opiates.
But they should definitely legalize all that shit. I agree.
Yeah, just legalize coke. I'm telling you, man, when it was crackheads, there wasn't no tents. We had a long ass crack era. Never saw one tent, bro.
They were dedicated.
I never saw a tent in the 80s or the 90s. Never.
Oh no! If you
heroin's been here for about what, 10 years? It's been opiates for
hold
like
on.
the last. Oh.
Go ahead, Clout. What you got?
No, I was gonna say, if you legalize coke, does that mean you can bring back the crack too?
Hey man, it wasn't no tents under crack.
Hey man,
get back on crack, man. Tear the tent
man,
down.
We need to get America back to work.
Yeah, tear the tent down. You can't.
Is that going to be the headline?
Can you imagine if opiates, bro?
Could you imagine if that was like a politician's like fucking slogan? Like, we need to get America back to work.
That's my slogan.
Legalize cocaine. That's the first thing I'll do.
There was functioning crackheads.
Hey, look.
You want your alternator fixed?
Hey, certain industries can do meth. Like, if you go and get your you go to Bates Technical and get your mechanics license or whatever, you know what I mean? You can do meth. If you want to be like a carpenter or a metal worker, you know what I mean? Like, or a welder. You make it. No heroin. True. Get rid of heroin, man. Heroin brought the tents. Ever since it's been this fucking. Ever since it's been
getting lazy, man.
Yeah, man. That fucking.
It's real.
You ever been in the hospital and they give you the morphine?
Nah.
Oh man, that shit. I see why they get hooked on it, man. Them shits it's amazing, man. You be in pain and shit. Then they shoot that shit in you. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you fall. Cause I was spent a lot of time in the hospital lately. You know, I done had bike accidents. Man, when they hit you with that motherfucking morphine, man, that is like your body has been crying for that. You know what I'm saying? My arm was broken, bent back. They hit me with that shit. I ain't even know I had an arm no more. I was cool. All right, thank you. And they give you this feeling, man. You can feel it. It go through like your toes and shit. Like you feel that shit all through your fucking body, man. I get it. I get what they go through, but god damn, that's just not. Man, no, that ain't for everybody. I slept. You know what I'm saying? I was in bed. That's a drug you do in bed.
Damn,
you don't.
That's
move
funny.
On.
Well, yeah.
That's what's wrong with our economy, man. Everybody sleep. Wake the fuck up, man.
But then they wake up at like 2:30 in the morning and start
steal your stereo.
Fucking walking the neighborhood. look for the next come up.
Hey, it's a motherfucker that faithfully walks in front of my house with a shopping cart late at night, man. I be hearing
your wheelbarrow gone.
It gets me every night because I be like, what the fuck is that sound? Because it's not a familiar sound to me and shit. And I look out my window and this motherfucker, he'll have a bike and he's riding a bike, but he's holding a shopping cart. You know what I mean? I don't know what be in that cart, but I know he's on drugs. There's campers down the street from my house.
Man. So you think that does the drug game come up from the Super Bowl?
Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I guess everybody is, man. When the Super Bowl comes to your town, everybody's making money.
Yeah.
Think that's right?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, look at what the PGA Tour did for us, man. Now we have chambers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
true.
shit was like a fucking toxic waste dump before that or whatever. I don't know what that shit was. Maybe I'm wrong, but it wasn't nothing before the PGA.
Oh, man, you're not lying. Actually, it was an EPA Superfund site.
That's what I'm saying. That shit wasn't nothing before they decided to have the PGA come and shit, man. So I could just imagine the Super Bowl, man. Like, you know why?
Makes you wonder.
You know why they're doing the Super Bowl where they're doing it at right now? Because they knocked down a bunch of shit over there in Inglewood. You know what I mean? In that neighborhood and people's houses and shit. They had to do it. It's like business, man. It's a big fucking business, man. They're coming up. That's big ass fucking money. That area wasn't the best area. You know what I mean? Hawthorne, all that shit. That wasn't the best area. That's like airport type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck that, man. Hell yeah, drugs, prostitutes, all that shit, man. Hand in hand with sports. Legalize that shit, man.
Yeah, true. I mean, we kind of covered the whole gamut there.
You said what?
Clout? We kind of covered the whole gamut. Wait, go ahead, Clout.
I said at least for the Super Bowl weekend.
Man, get the tax money. We need the taxes, man. Like they did weed, right? And then little by little, mushrooms are starting to be legal. You got to start legalizing other shit, man. If you can say it worked for this drug, how can you not say it's going to work for the next drug?
Hey, but you know the problem though with how they legalize it is they try to regulate it like how they did in Washington, where it's through the liquor board.
Yeah, okay.
But that they got to not do that. Like it got to be more free enterprise. You know what I mean?
Everything
like the
is
same way, like say if we all owned a T-shirt company, like we could just go get a license and I could go produce these T-shirts however I want.
You know what the difference is though? We put T-shirts on top of our body. We don't put T-shirts in our body. Like,
okay, I get you. But okay, owning a restaurant, own a restaurant.
You got to be the health department. Like you got.
Well, sure, there's stipulations.
Anything that you put inside of you is regulated. But
that shit ain't as tough as like the liquor board. You know what I mean? Like they want to control it, regulate it. They want to make sure they put limitations on how good the product can be.
Well, because liquor is literally a poison. Imagine if you say this. Imagine you are making a liquor, right? And there's no regulations really, right? And you just decide that I'm going to put that this shit is 80 proof on the bottle, but this is 151. You know what I mean? Like if there's no regulation or whatever, it's poison, bro. You have to regulate shit like that.
I get you on that. But the idea, all these little hoops you got to run through to get certified, and there's only so many licenses, like how they did with marijuana in Washington. They limited it so bad that then it become a bidding contest. You know, when you had a lot of people who was in the game probably making money who could have just switched over with a license, and then now they're out.
I tell you,
and now they gotta.
Ain't nobody regulated zips out here. Zips popping up everywhere. They closing down the 6 Sav Denny's, and that's gonna be Zips. Right.
But that's what I mean. Like if they made all the other drugs legal, that's what they would do too, and it would make it super politicized to the point where the problem.
I'd buy meth from the dispensary.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying I would do it.
The problem is that right now, it's the money is going into certain pockets that it won't go into once they make it legal.
You saying the people of the town wouldn't get the money from the sales?
No, hell no. Fuck no. It would be the people that they bought the licenses and that they're gonna get all this money now and they don't deserve it. You know how you
fix that? You tax the shit out of the motherfuckers that make heroin and tents, and then you know what I mean. We'd have a surplus. You tax the heroin producers and the heroin distributors, and give that back to the people somehow, man.
Sure.
Give out free tents. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, them motherfuckers is very comfortable. I was going to the casino the other day, right? And what's that? East 25th, the street that goes right past the AMPM, or what used to be AMPM right there. That crazy ass fucking street with all the trash and the trucks. That motherfucker got crazy potholes, right? So we driving down this bitch, and I hit a big ass pothole. I'm in my Benz. It got like the little low profile tires and shit. And my cousin Booby was like, "Hey man, pull over and look, see what happened to the tire, man. You ain't gonna look." Like, hell no, I ain't stopping right here. Like, you crazy as hell.
Keep going.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, man. Flat tire. Hey, friend.
You need some help?
That's wrong turn.
Caught a flat? Caught a flat, friend?
Nah, man. Use that shit use the taxes to fix the streets. Shit.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know, man. What do you think, Slap? Have we met the end of another show?
Only if you guys feel like that, man.
What do you think, Clout?
I don't know. I'm up for whatever, man.
I wish somebody would call.
I know, man. It'd be nice if we got a caller, man. We had so many callers earlier, man. It was great.
I know, man. Moon, where you at, man? I know we got people watching. I can see.
Man, come on, anybody out there, man? You know, we're just trying to talk. You know, I got an idea though. I think we should try to incorporate. We should try to incorporate this on our next live stream.
Tell me.
We all come together. What we should do is we should get some girls that just model style. If you go to Facebook and you look at how many people are looking at the live videos, all it takes is one girl to be on the headline of it, and it's like 2,500 people all start watching it automatically.
Yeah.
So we should do the bait and switch where we have the girl on there just to come in, and then all of a sudden we got him.
Hey, there's a podcast out there that does that. You ever seen
a catfish podcast?
No, you ever seen Fresh and Fit?
Yeah,
it's a podcast called Fresh and Fit. They had the girls come on,
and they talk to them.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't want to do no shit.
We
like
need
that.
something, man. We need to reach the outside audience, man, because we got our loyal followers, but it's like something got to give, man, because the average
need for everybody to share our shit, man. Share our shit on your page, man. Don't just watch us, man. Like and share. Share us. And then come on and be a part of the shit, man.
Yeah, call in, man. Ain't nothing to be worried about.
Hey, look, we ain't even set up our business structure all the way yet. Come and be a part of our shit. Integrate yourself into our shit. You might have something that you want to advertise on the show, man. Hit us up. We won't even charge you if you call in. Right now, live when we ready.
Hey, what's the Cash App too?
Oh, slap 253. Don't forget the $.
Oh yeah. Yep, don't forget that.
That shit was funny as hell when we was doing the show the other day. Y'all was like, oh, I got a Cash App now. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Man, don't even say that. Hey, Snazzle Frasco. What it is radio Super Bowl prostitution. We really said that shit was our topic. Super Bowl prostitution.
We had a whole we had a whole show fucking planned out, man. Well, not even planned out. We had a whole thing going, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why we need the money, because this shit, man, we need more equipment or something. We need to do something so that this shit don't happen again. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, dude, this is what's crazy.
We need $25 a month for Burns to be able to have eCam. Like,
true.
Things,
if you could donate, no donation is too small. Although we like the things that shake, we love the stuff that folds.
Some flies to glue on your face. Who was that lady that used to be in Africa and she would have the little kids and she what was her name? Huh? I don't know.
Sally Struthers?
Was it Sally Struthers?
It was Struthers. It was Struthers.
You need to glue some flies on your face, Burns, and get that money, man. $25. $25 a month.
Maybe just show some really messed up pictures and stuff. Hey, this is what's wild, man. If you think about it, we're talking about the NFL this whole day. These fools make $12.2 billion every year.
The NFL?
Yeah.
That ain't shit.
That's a lot of money.
When you think about it, though, how much did Bezos make in the last couple years, man? How much did... Fuck, man. Like, that motherfucker's net worth, like, doubled or tripled at one point, man. Like, one man.
Okay, well, from 98 to 2021, he only made 88,000.
Okay. Okay.
But in the midst of all that, his fucking shareholdings, he made 200 billion recently. But that's just, I mean, okay, that's Amazon. This is a sport. And what's interesting is it's a game. Yeah. And these fools are able to rake in $12.2 billion on a fucking game, dude. Think about that. Yeah. And these players is talking about giving, like Mahomes got 500 mil, or Josh Allen's going to get this, or Kyler Murray's going to get that, or blah, 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 fucking blah, right? These guys ain't making shit in comparison to how much the NFL is making as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but rightfully so, though, man. You got to think, like, we can all sit here and say how much they make and shit and how much the players make in relation, but you got to think, these motherfuckers set up the system. You know what I mean? Like, if you buy a team, you're doing way more than just playing the game. You know what I mean? Like, ownership is something different, man. Just me being a painter, you know what I mean, and just going to work and clocking in every day versus owning the company was so much a shock to my system to where I couldn't even keep that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, because you start dealing with hella different shit. There's L&I, there's a fucking Secretary of State. You got to deal with all types of different shit as an owner. And I can just imagine what those fucking sports team owners go through, man.
That's a good point.
And you got to pay all the motherfuckers on top of that. You know what I mean? Like,
they got the merchandise too.
Yeah,
they got if you think about it though, they got so much money coming in that it's a racket.
I'm just saying they didn't get it off of nothing. It's like they didn't get it from just saying, okay, I bought the team. You know what I mean? They got it from, they put it in. You know, they deserve it. If the players would get together and start their own motherfucking league, then that would be something different.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Jordan, you know what I mean? Like, they kicked that motherfucker off the Wizards. They gave him a check to leave. You know what I mean? Like,
but then he just went around and bought the Bobcats.
Yeah, but I mean, what?
The Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets. I mean, the NBA makes a lot of money too, though. They're smart though because they try to make their brand worldwide in the idea that maybe they'll expand out to the other parts of the world.
I never thought about that, bro. That is true. Like NFL is like American type shit.
Yeah,
like, it's American football, but basketball is like that shit is that Euro step. They let
hey
that
man,
Euro step
real
go.
talk. Like
They let that Euro step go to the appeal to the world.
I mean, if you think about it, right now where we're at in society, like NFL football, don't nobody play it nowhere else except for here.
That's what I mean. That's American
And so
football.
but it also does feel like it's this might be real premature in our lifetime to say it, but it feels like it's a dying sport.
You think so?
Like, yeah, I think so because eventually so much shit comes out on that what's that shit about when they get all fucked up in the head and they die and they said that they had the CTE shit keeps coming out. A lot of parents don't want their kids playing football. And I get that. It still is a way out for a lot of people. But when you look at basketball, hey, man, I mean, anybody could play basketball.
But there's some fucked up basketball injuries, too, that could fuck your life up. Like
there are. I mean, not as horrific as, I don't know. Look, how many.
Man, you could be the top nigga in high school, tear your ACL or something like that, and end up working in the warehouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how many times did they get a stinger and was one hit away from being paralyzed from the waist down from fucking around and getting hit on a football field?
It goes hand in hand. I think basketball is just as bad. I mean, think of all the kids whose parents, paid all that money to put them in AAU and shit like that, and fucking just fuck their kids' heads up. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you ain't cheap neither, man, bro. They be charging thousands, man.
Yeah, and if you pay
depending
all
on
that
where
money,
you at.
If you pay all that money, you can end up not liking your kid after a while. Like,
fuck yeah, especially if they riding the bench, you be having some fucked up ass conversations on the ride home. Like, so how do you think you performed today, Billy? like, nah, man. Like, you need to step your game up.
Self-esteem all the way the fuck up, man.
Need to be playing better defense is what you need to do.
The only way for you to come off the bench is for your mom to fuck the coach. Like, there's all type of shit going on AAU, man.
Be having weird ass conversations with the coach. Like, hey man, what's my kid got to do to get more time in the game?
Yeah, well.
I mean, but then other people, man, they're willing to spend all that money, man. They get personal trainers. And it's just weird because what does it all boil down to? It's like to watch a game. And then that's what we're sitting there doing, man. It's just weird because I get it that you're not the biggest NFL fan and Blaga obviously isn't either. But I've been watching this NFL shit my whole life. Yeah, and it's entertaining. I mean, you can't really say there's anything that's more dramatic than the last 2 weeks of football. This is the thing.
I'm not the biggest NFL fan, but I like football, right? I got all boys. I got a bunch of boys. 1, 2, 3. 3 of my kids play football. 4 of my kids actually play football, but 3 of them I actually went and watched their games and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, my kids played on the little, you know what I'm saying? Like the Panthers and shit like that. Like, and that shit, like, that shit is lit. You know what I mean? You go there and families and shit, small ones out there fucking cooking in the parking lot and shit. That shit, I see what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's big shit. But at the same time, man, every kid is not for that. Like, I've had to watch my kids, man, not be athletic. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird, man. My son was on the basketball team one time, and I'm watching them run like, oh, yeah, no, that ain't going to work. But you still got to pay that fucking money every motherfucking week. Like, this is big business from the smallest level all the way up to the pros. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is all about motherfucking money. And I don't know how the players can complain. Like, this is what you've been doing your whole life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No. I would never argue that. I mean, the money is great. If you think about it, the way the athletes live, they live at a clip way higher than any of us.
Yeah, this is what you
it's
fought
not
for
even
this
comparable.
whole motherfucking time. It's nothing to compare what the owners make versus what the players make. Because most of the motherfuckers, you didn't have shit to begin with. You know?
I will say this, though, is that I do feel like it keeps us in this fiend mentality, though.
It does.
Because the owners are going to be the billionaires, so they come from old money no matter how you want to cut it. It's not like these cats just worked their way to the top and bought the fucking Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? They've owned the Bengals for decades, probably since they became the fucking Bengals.
Sevens Page said, all for us to watch modern day gladiators run 100 yards. Yeah, man. You wouldn't put your kids in sports for no reason. You know what I mean? Like,
but you still have to, like, think about it. Like, in the daily like drama that kids live, they're always going to have competition and shit. So you got to make sure your kids ain't just sitting around just letting it pass them by.
I'm just gonna say, for me having non-athletic kids, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, my kids wasn't, except for one. I got one son, he was hella good in football, all that shit. Like, he's an athlete, but to have the other ones not really do good at that shit, man, I really saw that shit for what it was, because the coach ain't gonna tell you, don't even, hey, look here, here's your money back. Just let us get back, let us get the helmets and the pads back. You know what I mean? We're not gonna play them or whatever. Like,
they need the money.
But what it is that belonging, that feeling of them being with their peers and doing something positive and competing and doing shit, that's worth something too. You know what I mean? Like, it's all, there's a place for all of that shit, man. It's like sending your kid to another school almost. You know what I mean? Like,
it's good. It teaches that. Yeah.
And then it brings more, it brought a closeness with me and my kids, because when I show up to the game, they're happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? When I take them to practice, they're happy. It's something to say for that industry. You know what I mean? So I can't look at it, even though I don't like the NFL like that. Like, I don't want to watch a game. I got ADD, man. It's hard for me to focus on anything. But I see what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's great for us.
I just think there's a shelf life to that. And
most definitely.
I think once, one day beyond our days is that I think the world will turn. Because eventually people are going to realize how much money they're wasting.
Well, let me ask you this, man. Shout out to my cousin, Jimmy Verdon, and then my cousin Zion. But, like, I have family members that have done very well. My cousin Jimmy played for, who did he play for? He played for the Saints, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched motherfuckers go from not having much to going to professional sports. You know what I mean? Like, that's big, bro. Like, I
think it's like getting signed. It's like getting signed in the 90s.
My cousin right now, Terrence, he plays for Colorado. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he might go to the league, like, to be able to come from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like these motherfuckers is just dumb football players or no shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they just happen to be born with a gift, and they're using that gift. Like, this motherfucker 6'8". They're 300 pounds of muscle type shit. You know what I mean?
It's like a way out. Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to do. Nobody's born to be a warehouse worker. You know what I mean? Nobody's born to be an accountant or no shit like that. But if you're fucking 6'8" and 275 and you're ripped, your ass was born to do that right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you were made to do. If you have that type of athleticism behind that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there comes a certain extent, though, where you have to look at society, right? And people like him are almost the same as how many dwarfs are out there.
They was born to wrestle. They were born to, you know what I'm saying, play in Wonka movies.
There does come a certain point, though, where you have to look at it like, I just think that society one day potentially could wake up and realize, as the consumer, how much time they're investing into this shit, how much money they're investing into this shit, how much of a waste of fucking money it truly is.
There goes our link to football and prostitution, because some of these bitches was born to be hoes, bro.
Hey, you know, I mean, everybody's born with natural God-given talents.
There's always that little.
We're all born with our talents, Slap.
They was probably snatching off their Pampers at a young age. You don't know, man. Some of these bitches were born to be hoes, man. And you just got to let people get paid for what they good at.
I get that. And I think let it last as long as it can. You know, long live the NFL, NBA, MLB, soccer, all that shit, you know?
The 304, the HOE, all that shit. Yeah.
But, you know, everybody got their little ticket out. And but I also do believe that to a certain extent, music has been an enlightening experience in the idea that once upon a time, music also had a way out too. And it was getting signed.
It still does, man. Look at these kids.
But not really. It ain't the same. It ain't like it was. Because there's a lot of people that we grew up with that they were kind of like hinging on the fact that they was going to get signed.
You got it wrong,
It was
Burns.
going to blow
up. You got to
up.
be around some of these young dudes. These motherfuckers is making more money off of music than I think anybody ever really made before when it comes
They
down
doing a lot of their own hustling.
They're doing a lot of their own hustling.
But
they're
see,
making
that's the
more
thing is
money than ever, bro, because say like you're not the best rapper. Look at somebody like our friend Sonny Bonoho, right?
Okay.
You might not be the best rapper or the best whatever, but you the clothes, the merch, you know what I'm saying? There's so many avenues now connected to hip hop and music and just singers. The metaverse, bro. Think about the metaverse. Right now, stars are selling real estate around them in the metaverse just to be around it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways. They're making NFTs.
Well, yeah, the biggest difference though between what we're talking about. So, like, say you have somebody who got the God-given talent, like you were saying, 6'8", 300 pounds of muscle. All they need to do is just show up and be the talent.
Yeah.
Everything else is gonna take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as they get a good agent, they shouldn't get fucked too bad. They're gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work that way in music. What you just said, to your point, is that the people who are successful right now, they're really good at hustling and business, and they're maybe not be the best talent, but back in the day, people did kind of like rely on this idea or notion that if they had this great talent and they were really good artists, that somebody would come along who did all that business shit and saved the day for them and signed them. You know what I mean? And that just doesn't really exist in music that much anymore. You know, you got to be really business grounded. You got to have your hustle hand on. You got to make sure you're out there doing shit.
I think in sports though it's different because like look at now, right? We're on the podcast right now. We're doing the podcast and shit.
Sure.
You know what some of the biggest podcasts are right now? Fucking All the Smoke. You know what I mean? Like whatever Gilbert Arenas is doing, man, that motherfucker is awesome. Kwame got a big ass following and shit. You know what I mean? Like this technology is changing a lot of shit, man. Motherfuckers starting to see that this digital world. You know what I mean? Like,
because it's not to say that every single athlete is stupid.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's the same thing like musicians. Yeah. Not every single musician is stupid. Some people are smart too.
Yeah,
but they're not. It's a dime a dozen though. It's a dime a dozen. Same thing for athletes, bro.
Yeah. I feel like the youth though, like, man, I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers got it so good, bro. And they're actually doing a good job. As much as we get on them about the shit, they're doing a good job, man.
Oh hell yeah.
Man, I can't believe some of the shit that I hear.
These YouTube kids, man, they be buying Lambos and shit, bro.
Shit, man. There's so much money that motherfuckers is paying, like in Seattle and shit, like all these big cities, people are paying over list. You know what I'm saying? Everything costs more from how much money motherfuckers that you never thought would get a dime are getting right now. Like, oh boy, Pootie Pie that just sits up and plays video games all day and shit, man. Them type of motherfuckers make so much fucking money that it wasn't an industry before. This podcast shit, man. When we first started We Radio, you know what I mean? Back then, we had no fucking. We would have kept doing this shit.
Wait, should we time it out? 10 years ago?
Yeah, 12 years ago, actually. If we would have known that this shit would turn into what it turned into, we never would have quit, bro.
True.
It's crazy right now.
True. Man. And here we are. We're just a fucking sack of shit in the podcast world, aren't we?
Yeah, I feel like more leagues are going to. All I'm getting at is I feel like more leagues are going to pop up. The NFL, the NBA, all that shit won't be the end all be all. Like Ice Cube came out with the big three. You know what I mean? As long as motherfuckers keep pushing, I think there'll be a place for everybody in the shit. Because at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Well, the big three's been working. They got a good little formula. The NFL tried it. They had the XFL that wasn't the NFL's thing, but then they had the USFL or whatever that was a spinoff, and that shit didn't really work out neither. Yeah. I mean, you could be right. I mean, there's a lot of different things that could happen. But, you know, it's just like going to the movies. When's the last time you went to the movies?
Yeah. What about you, Clout?
It's been probably pre-Corona.
I went to see The Protege after Corona.
I haven't been since Corona.
It was like Samuel Jackson and some Chinese chick or whatever.
Okay. I went to see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Y'all seen that shit? Hey, that shit was tight.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was just another Spider-Man movie. I mean, seen one, seen them all, you know what I mean? And when we went, it was 4 people? That shit was $60 just for the tickets.
Everything's expensive, man. Look at gas.
I got you on that, but what I mean is just it's a never-ending cycle, man. They out there to get them dollars, and just the fact that what was we talking about earlier was the Super Bowl tickets was $5,000 for like a nosebleeder seat.
That's crazy, man.
$5,000 for a Super Bowl ticket, man. That's like your life savings to take your mom or your dad to the Super Bowl.
But what is that? What is that relative to the economy right now? Because I mean, inflation is crazy right now. We're dealing with the highest inflation probably ever. Like,
what you think about this inflation, Slap?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
It doesn't too much affect me like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the things that are expensive that people complain about has always costed the same for me, right? So gas is up, right? But I don't really drive. So I can't really complain about gas prices. food prices being up. You know, I've always paid a lot for food because I eat out all the time. You know what I mean? But I could get it with other people. But just for me, you know, anytime that you say something is one certain type, it's probably somebody else that's not affected by it at all. You know?
Well, you know what they always do go back to, though, is a gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, and a loaf of bread. Mm-hmm. And those things really haven't changed.
But a motherfucking Big Mac still kind of cost about... Well, nah, I can't even.
Well, you know, unless they got the 2 for $6 popping. But you are right though.
There's
you are right.
$1 menu.
But not even there ain't no dollar menu no more, bro.
There's a dollar menu somewhere. A 4 for $4 is still $4.
Not at McDonald's.
A 4 for $4 is still $4.
Hey, that Wendy's 4 for $4. Hey, shout out to any of our listeners out there. Let us know if that 4 for $4 really pops and if you get a Frosty or not.
Hey, shout out to Master William that ate 4 for $4s on one show.
Hey, no lie. He did on one show, didn't he?
He did.
Like a boss.
It was 2 of them.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You know, I'm not too good to go bring it back at Wendy's and get me a double stack. I wouldn't be mad.
Shit, I'll go in that motherfucker, get a $1 burger and a water cup. Shit, man.
Hey, you know they be having them these cats on like Instagram and Snapchat. They be trying to give people like the lick on how to get over to where they say get a double Whopper and ask for an extra bun, and like they won't charge you, so then you can get over and get 2 for $1. It's like,
there's
what the
2
fuck?
Tomatoes. You don't need both of those.
Man, would you ever go to a restaurant and be like, let me get a double cheeseburger and an extra side of buns?
Yeah, no. Clout Chaser does it all the time, man. He goes to motherfucking Jimmy John's, gets the gargantuan and an extra fucking roll of bread.
For real?
He makes 2 sandwiches. Hell yeah.
Is that for real?
Cut both of them bitches in half. You got 4 sandwiches. You can go sell.
That's just a come up, man. Hey, the extra bun shit, I guess it's real. Hey, so do they charge you for the extra bread?
Nope.
They don't?
No.
It's free.
Not all the time.
Are you serious?
You just gotta know how to maneuver out here, Burns.
It makes me think of our one friend who we can't talk about anymore, who we would go to Jack in the Box and he would get a Baconator. No, sorry, not a Baconator. Ultimate cheeseburger, right? Mm-hmm. And he would get he would say, I want double lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions. And it would be like, why the fuck do you want to put all that shit on a fucking ultimate cheeseburger? Because they don't charge. Yeah, and this shit would be like a big ass fucking burger. I guess that's dinner.
Go to Round Table and get the salad bar.
Oh yeah, all day.
Just get the salad bar and then go,
keep those breadsticks coming.
Yeah, just eat whatever you want.
That's just stealing.
I used to peel the door back at Old Country Buffet.
Peel the door back?
I used to peel the door back. When you first walk in, there's an exit door, but it don't got a handle.
Hey, that's the number one most fucked up shit about this coronavirus shit is that they got rid of all goddamn buffets.
They fucked the buffets up.
Like, man. What the fuck, man?
The last time I went to a buffet, it was funny. It's the one over here off of 38th. I forgot the name of that shit. Harvest or something. Harvest Buffet. But there was like this big Samoan family up in that motherfucker. And I swear they got their money worth, man.
Oh, yeah. You're rarely going to find that family not getting their money worth. I don't know if Corona shut them down or if them Samoans shut them down. But I'm saying, man, Slap, do you know how long it's been since I had a cream cheese filled wonton? Man, I'm hurting right now.
Crab rangoon?
them crab rangoons, man. Trying to, like I'm saying, man, where the fuck? They don't sell those shit. I'm not buying that off the menu. I need that to just be a part of the all-you-can-eat spread. You know what I'm talking about, Clout Chaser.
No.
He don't.
Hey, you know, it's funny because Clout's kind of keeping it debonair right now, but once upon a time was at the Muckleshoot Casino.
Did he show you how to eat the crab legs?
I'm just going to say this, is we was with our guy, Raven Nevermore, and we was all football jerseyed out. And let's just say that they only served cold crab. Mm-hmm. But our homeboy, Raven Nevermore, wanted hot crab. So he put all of the crab legs on a plate and then asked the waitress to go heat them up for him. And bring us all butter, like melted butter. You know what I mean? Butter. She looked at him. She was like, you want us to go heat up all these crab legs? He was like, oh, yeah. And they came back, and I don't know if you remember, Clout, but they came back and they had all the melted butter, and we looked at each other and it went down.
Hey,
We
man.
ate so much goddamn crab legs, man. We was getting it that day.
You know what they
They're
say,
just
though, man. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to fish, he'll eat forever.
Yeah,
Willie
but ain't
showed
nobody
me
ever
how to
taught me how
go.
to crab.
Willie showed me how to go to the casino and get the cold crab legs and ask for a hot cup of water. dipped motherfuckers in that bitch.
In the water?
Yeah, you get
Said
that
a
hot
hot
water.
bowl.
You get hot water like you're gonna get some tea
Oh,
or
man.
something, or a hot bowl of water, and then you just put the crab legs in there. They heat up quick.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's actually a good little that's a little
Life
DIY. Little come up,
man.
little. That's a free advice of the day on the We Radio Show. Get a cup of hot water with cold crab legs. Heats it right up.
All right, man. We on crab leg tips, man. We might as well just go ahead. Hey, man. Thanks to everybody for motherfucking fucking with us, man. Seven's page. Seven's page. Aaron. Who else? Damn, that's pretty much it on this one. P-Town, thanks for coming through, man. Bloggers,
P-Town.
everybody that fucked with us, man. We out.
Shout out to P-Town, Peanut Head.
Yeah.